game. Vivo V15 series. Vivo.
Royale Pass Season 6 is here. This season's theme is 1-year anniversary of PUBG Mobile, with lots of rare items. We've also added lots of more realistic and hardcore items to your Royale Pass rewards. Turn yourself into an elite soldier. UC spent in Royale Pass will be fully refunded as your Royale Pass ranks up, so you can buy next season's pass. Royale Pass.
Ha! Gotcha. Royale Pass. You deserve it.
Play PUBG Mobile for free.
Do you play PUBG Mobile? Maybe you never run out of stamina. Maybe you're always aware of your surroundings. Maybe you're an amazing cook with the pan. Maybe you're a great driver. But as soon as you hear the sound of an airplane, you get into the zone. In PUBG Mobile, you all come from different walks in life. But you face the same dangers on the battleground. And you become friends. You work together to overcome the obstacles. This is PUBG Mobile. There's a number one in all of us. Welcome to the PUBG Mobile first anniversary party. PUBG Mobile. Be the one.
Hi.
Hey, buddy.
Yo, Mike, are you ready?
Wait. Should I go with the UMP9 or use it?
Sun's out, guns out.
Gear up for summer.
You ready?
Okay. Well,
Ready?
Sorry. I'm late.
Any plans for fall break?
Happy graduation.
you made it, bro. So proud of you.
Sorry I'm late. What a day.
I hear ya.
Get
Come
this.
on.
Hey,
Watch out. Take this.
that's
Hey.
some real battleground.
Are you ready?
This is going to be a battle in the water.
Under the Sea, same for Kuka YouTube, and also once again those grenades in a huge. Knight gets rushed over once again. Shots fired there coming out from CS Pro Gaming. They are in a bad position. Can he get someone down? Oh, he does do so much. Gets 2 kills for himself. Any kind of protection. Grenade, nice.
That is the best thing to do, Maxon. Keep on responding. Be careful.
Oh, he's gonna get rushed. Let's go. He does have the AK. A lot of damage. Turns it around. That's gonna be one member of SNG down. Picking up a second one. Hodge, what a beast. What a legend.
Whoa, as we see action.
Some early game action. BNT shots fired, ladies and gentlemen. But can he pull up a 1v4? Might be a little bit too much. He picks up one kill on the side of Rose.
That much vision as Rose are going down.
Letting everyone get through the bridge. What are you doing? No, the car explodes. Ganked over by some members. Going to try and get the upper hand. Oh, yes, he gets one member down.
Yes!
Nicely done. Sneaky moves. They have the third person.
BNT.
Yeah.
I see him.
Onyx, though, they're looking for the rush. AST, hello. How do you do, my friend? Grenade's going to be running.
Here we go.
Bada beam, bada boom. Will it connect? It does seem so.
Wait.
Oh, Lil. Oh, let's go. Disconnect, gonna having a hard time. It still puts down a nit in the time. Right back up to 75% HP. Rose able to clear it up. And AC gonna be swooped.
2v2v2. Oh, one member down.
What are you doing, my friend? You're just rushing in like an absolute mad lad. He still makes it out alive there. Oh, and he gets the kill. He kept the information on Gurkha YouTube. Can he get the kill? Yes, he can.
Come on, no.
But at the time, the regen would just stop just in time by Nixon. Might be followed up with
move out or out of it.
Also, the Zen is moving on to them. This is not great. Aber gonna be having also, oh, reverse, nicely done there, Onyx.
Now he's got to be a little bit careful. He's going to jump around.
He's going to be taking it over. Trusted Process does get another killing blow. No, actually, no, still a 2v2 scenario.
Oh my god, oh my god.
Oh, see you later, Vegeta. Akish, I believe. Yeah, Akish. Oh, that grenade barely. A lot of damage. He does get put down. Nice reverse kill on top of Yamin, though. He's going to be on his knees. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome your beautiful faces back to some more PUBG Mobile Club Open Spring Split action. I'm your host, Max, and for today, going to be joined once again by Imperium for day number 4 of weekend number 2.
Yeah, so yeah, week 2, day 1 or day 4 in total. We've got another 4 games for you guys. Group B and Group D going up against each other. And in terms of overall standings, before we get into things, we have seen Group A and Group C. They've played a total of 8 games, Maxman. So after today's games, after these next 4 games, it will definitely give the teams and ourselves a far better overview of where the teams stand going into the final 2 days and what is going to be determining the final 24 teams that are going to go through to the semi-finals next week, Maxman.
Yeah, just giving out a lot of information there of what happened last weekend. And if you guys did miss the action that happened last weekend for the PUBG Mobile Club Open Spring Split, you can see the link down below, clubopen.pubgmobile.com, where you can get all of the spicy, juicy information about what happened last weekend and what's about to come.
Exactly, and also to highlight the fact that the PUBG Mobile Club Open is brought to you by Vivo, the official sponsors of the PUBG Mobile Club Open and the official smartphone of the PUBG Mobile Club Open. So once it gets to the live finals in China, coming to the end of the year / next year, we're going to see those fantastic Vivo phones being displayed and used by the players. So look, Maxman, let's get into what we have coming up in terms of teams, of players, a few statistics that are going to go down as we do see the placements right now in terms of points.
Yeah, these are the rules. Once again, if you did miss the action that happened last weekend, boys and girls, these are the points standing. So a lot of time, you're going to try and focus more on these placement points. If you get number 1, if you do get that chicken dinner, 30 points will be going your way. 22 for the second spot, 19 for third place. Then kill points, 1 point per kill, Imperium. Not the main focus. Mainly you're going to try and focus for those positioning points.
Of course.
But one team has been able to show up and to dominate with those kill points, and that is Team Rose.
Yeah, they have got an absolute ridiculous amount of kill points in terms of 70 total over the first couple of weeks. It's absolutely been amazing so far. They're 21 points ahead of second place in terms of points-wise. And then we do see the schedule for this coming weekend, Maxman.
Yeah, look at this. Week 2, the schedule of what's going to happen today. We're going to be having some Sanhok, Vikendi, and double Erangel action, which is what happened on last Sunday. And that's going to be happening actually over the course of the entire weekend, Imperium. We're going to have 3 Vikendis, 3 Sanhoks, and then we're going to have a total of 6 Erangel games, which I'm not complaining about.
No, I'm not complaining, but I do love Miramar, so I'm a tiny bit kind of feels bad, man, that we aren't featuring that map this weekend.
No derby
for sure. And also just to kind of take back to the point standings, just to everybody keep an eye on. I hope you took a note of how many points, because there's a couple of little bit of statistics that I am going to bring up for yourself, Maxon, and the audience at home in terms of where the players stand and who can potentially come out on top after today's games.
And once again, if you do have a favorite team, PUBGMobile.clubopen.gg. Sorry. No.
Club Open?
Wait. I'm just mixing up all the links. Exactly. Say it again, Imperium.
clubopen.pubgmobile.com.
Even you weren't sure.
I know.
But yeah, if you have a favorite team and you just want to check out the standings, you got to go check out that link, and you have all the information over there rather than having it come out from us, and you can just check it out when you want.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're gonna have also here the schedule for today. Once again, Sanhok, then Vikendi, and then double Erangel, same as last Sunday, and just gonna go into game number 1 as soon as possible. Once again, of Group B versus Group D.
Yeah, and you know, we have obviously talked about after last week, and we realized that Group C and Group D did tend to be a bit more of a dominant group setting, and of course, Group C you know, they dominate the leaderboard overall because of the fact that they have 4 extra games on their hands. The top 4 teams are in Group C, Maxman. But I want to highlight this RG Star team because they are currently lying, I believe it's a 6th or 7th overall. I do kind of forget. Let me look back at my notes.
Yeah.
They are currently lying 8th overall, but they've only played 4 games. I did a little bit of mathematics, Maxman. And if they get an average of 22 points per game in these 4 games, they will come out on top of the leaderboard. So what that means is essentially, you know, looking over the points overall, they can finish 2nd, 3rd, get a couple of kills for their squad, and they will come out on top after today's games. And I think that really shows the potential of these teams.
Also, they've been extremely consistent on their first 4 games, so I wouldn't be surprised if they do get those 22 points.
Of course.
Because like the average of Team Onyx, which is number 1 in the standings, is how many points already on average?
On average, they have an average of 23.75 points per game.
So about 24 points on average. So if they can beat that, they're going to get the number 1 spot.
All they need is 22 points per game. So
and
that
it is
shows...
RG.
Yeah, so it's really interesting, and because they're going up against these teams in Group B that unfortunately are kind of at the lower end of the bracket, even if they've only played 4 games, I do expect that the likes of RG Star team will look to take advantage of that, because we talked before about when you're going up against, you know, when you see these kind of pro teams or these higher skill tier teams going up against the lower teams, we see, you know, them taking advantage by getting those squad wipes earlier on and taking bigger advantage of that. Of course, as we get on further in the competition, we're going to see the competition get closer and tight-knitted, so it means that the chance of getting those squad wipes are going to be a little bit harder.
Going to have here the region wildcard information for all of the groups. So once again, got to spot your favorite team right here. Group A, B, C, and D up against each other. So yeah, just
CS Pro Gaming, baby.
CS Pro Gaming.
That's it.
CSGO Pro Gaming. Just
CS Pro Gaming.
Yeah, and so you have all the information here. Once again, you have teams from all around the world in Pure, like China. You got all the countries.
And yeah, because I wanted to highlight again. I did a little bit of information, did a little bit of research, and the countries that are being represented is absolutely ridiculous. In terms of, we have Pakistan having 5 teams being involved, China having 5 teams, but on top of the mountain in terms of how many teams are being represented is Nepal. They have 7 teams being represented in this wildcard region. Of course, we talked about how up until a certain point, or to begin with, Nepal had banned PUBG Mobile. That obviously, Forbidden Fruit allowed them to gain a bit of a viewership, a bit of a player base.
Traction, yeah.
Once it was made legal, so to speak. And then we have these offset you know, countries or you know, set of teams. We have CIS. CIS is the Commonwealth independent states that are made up of a lot of countries together, and we see one of these teams are classed as CIS. And then we have the likes of Macan SAR China, which is, I've taken a couple of notes, it's an autonomous region on the south coast of China. And one of these teams is from there. So I think it's, what I'm trying to say is that it's amazing that all of these countries have come together for esports, for a game, and it just shows that the power of gaming and the power of a passion within a game, that all these teams can just come together, you know, for one moment, for one competition.
Yeah, and also because you have so many teams, when they are playing against each other in the wildcard series, because wildcard is like when you have some countries that don't really
of course.
Like they're not part of like the European region or the NA region. They're just going to go in the wildcard region. And it's just really funny because you have all these clash of different levels of different meta just going up against each other, just shoving everything out there. So it's funny to see which meta is the best. Is it Nepal? Is it like Uzbekistan, which I didn't know was a thing?
It's funny because it's overall a mix. Because we see that the top 5 teams, Max, are from 5 different countries. So it shows that the skill level you know, it's not set to one country. It's not set to one region. That every country, every area does have its kind of top player base, and I think that's really good because I would be a little bit disappointed if it was one country dominating the leaderboards. To be honest, I think it tells a far bigger. Yeah, exactly. It tells a far bigger story.
Yeah, it's really fun to see all of that. Like, all the different metas have their flaws and have their
strengths and weaknesses. Yeah.
So that's why they're able to like claw their way up the ladder into the top 5 positions. But anyways, game number 1 should be happening normally very, very soon for you guys out there at home. And once again, going to be on the Sanhok action. So what are you expecting from these teams? Like Group B and Group D, like, do you think there are any teams that are going to be here and just absolutely dominating on this first game?
Well, yeah, of course. Like I said, RG
Pro
Star
Gaming is
team.
not playing.
No, they're in my heart though.
They're not playing him.
They're in my heart, damn it. So of course there's RG Star team, Max, and their team that heavily I expect to pull in a big performance. But I want to see teams like Quad Core Gaming. I want to see the lower base teams, HS Headshot from Morocco. We've seen kind of, you know, good potential, the likes of Shinigami Balk, also from Morocco. These teams I want to see pulling just a higher level of performance because they're fighting to stay out of the bottom 8. Because after this weekend, we're going to see the final 24 teams go on to the semifinals. So these are the teams that really have to start pulling in the better performances to get above that final 8.
Because if you're in the final 8, you're just going to be yeeted out.
Yeeted out.
You're not going to stick around. Just yeet it out. I don't know why that came to mind first.
It's okay. It's okay. Like and you know, when we're looking at these teams, because as I said, like Group A and Group C, they played 4 extra games, and the lowest positioned Group C team is Hype, and they're currently lying in the 23rd, I believe. So these teams have to, you know, in Group B and Group D, the lower teams, they have to aim for that 23rd position, essentially from a points point of view, and then that will knock the likes of Hype Gaming or the likes of KG SWAT that are also in the bottom 16 down a peg or 2. So that's where their aim is for the end of the day.
Yeah, and just like Hype, you have a lot of teams that are like in the lower part of these brackets right now in Purium of the standings. And it's not a reason for you to give up. Like, just done a little bit of research, was able to find Team Hype, their social media, and they are a team that's not in the best position, and they got in so much support from their fans. They also like being so positive. So even if you're in the lower part of the standings, just never give up. And you can claw your way back up. It's not impossible. It's not going to be the easiest task in the world, but you can do it. So just never give up and just keep fighting as well as you can. Play to your strength, and you might make it up on top.
I'm going to keep this consistent because you've told me I mentioned, but in the words of Rick Astley, never going to give you up.
Never going to let you down.
Indeed.
How many times have we said that?
I know. I think it's been every day. Hey, got to keep it consistent, boys and girls. Yeah, so it's like, and sometimes it's so easy to focus on these top teams because, you know, it's a PUBG Mobile Club Open, $2.5 million prize pool, so the top teams are going to obviously be highlighted. But I love talking about these lower teams because I love an underdog story. I love seeing this team that, let's say, after week 1 are lying in 25th, lying in 26th, and they get these fantastic run of games in the second week, and suddenly during the top 10 or suddenly during the top 15 and exactly. Like, even we saw with the likes of the Destroyers, and like they were lying very bad positionally wise, and they've got a couple of good results, and they moved up well into the position overall. Like, at one point they were lying, I believe it was 28th or 30th, I forget now, in fairness, and now they're suddenly up in a higher position that will give them a stronger chance going into this weekend's games.
Yeah, it's just about, if you like, consistency is a big issue. The teams that are the most consistent, of course, they're going to be at the higher part of those standings in the top like 5. Got 5 different countries.
And like when we're talking about this Sanhok map, I of course it's a smaller map, a bit more aggressive. You know, teams are going to come together a bit closer because it's the first game of the weekend.
Yeah,
I do expect it to be a little bit passive. I expect it, especially for these teams in a lower
especially it
position.
Should be. It is going to be, and it should be passive.
Yes, exactly. It should. If the teams are playing it calculated, other than the likes of RG Star team, you know, I think most of the other teams will be looking to play it passive, play it safe, and get to that late game stage. as we are getting into this first one.
Yeah, sorry guys, we were talking for a really long amount of time there, but once again, like, people on YouTube, on Twitch, on Facebook, if you haven't already, don't hesitate to hit that follow, like, or subscribe button to be notified when we do go live. The Imperium, we are now jumping on top of Vikendi. Let's go.
Yeah, we also have this Nova team from China, Nova Esports team in this Sanhok map. It's okay, you know, we all get wrong, and we do see the teams are dispersing quite evenly. The likes of Nova moving to top Mock area, and then the likes of SGI going into the Manga area. So it's evenly spread out, to be honest, for that first moment.
Yeah, look at these drops for Sanhok, not Vikendi again. Sorry for that. No one going for boot camp, which is really surprising. Like Team Group A and Group C, when they were playing on Sanhok last weekend, you had a bunch of teams like Team Rose, Team No Mercy, Team Trust the Process. They would go for these high looting spots in the early game, but here just everyone's running away from that location as the zone is going to be now showed up. A lot of teams already going to be into the zone. A bunch are going to be out of there. Team Nomad Warriors on the outskirts. And already another fight might be starting up very soon, Imperium. Team Sorry versus Team Nomad Warriors.
Yeah, so do you see a little bit Scourgeon to begin with? Do you see that Nomad Warriors, who, in my opinion, have a lot to live up to? They're going in. Nicola is going in hard, looking to flank around that doorway, but moving across the position, trying to find that little bit better position to get that moment of aggression onto SRY.
I think there was one member of Nomad that was just trying to be sneaky behind that case because he didn't have a weapon, so he just wasn't ready to fight unless you want to try and punch it out, but I think that will not work out. So just going to play passive there. Also, Team 12, that's going to be RG Star. They are also looking potentially for a fight coming up extremely soon, Imperium. So might have a few skirmishes early on, as 12 teams did show up to the party today, Imperium, which is not the 16. We're missing 4
No,
teams.
not 16, but we do see SRY. One member has been knocked down. He is looking to be revived, but we don't see Nomad Warriors looking to take advantage of it. As 4 members of the team, I expect that little bit higher level of aggression, because we saw last week, Maxman, Nomad were pretty aggressive when they wanted to be.
Oh, they're definitely super aggressive at that point, but right now they're just playing it passive. I don't think, like, there were 2 teams in one compound. That's just not enough loot for 2 entire teams for 8 players. So you might want to play just a little bit passive. If you can get some peaks, go for it. But I don't think it's something worth playing really aggressive on, so just play passive. Once again, as we've mentioned, like, early game should be passive, as what we're expecting from these players. And team 3 then, that's going to be Team Nova. They're just going to be scouting up on this compound. They should be looted up. They got this entire compound just for themselves, Imperium. They should be good to go.
They should be good to go, indeed. And like, you know, taking back to that first landing spot, and you mentioned about nobody really landing in boot camp. Like I said, with that passive play that teams are expected to play in this first game of the day, it does make sense that nobody did really land in boot camp to begin with. And it does look like we saw with the safe zone that's not really going to end up in that area, but it's going to end up in that kind of small island or off the main island area, so on the west coast.
They have Team United Earth. They're also trying to get into this compound. Team AR, though, they are there. Team AR did get 1 win on their first 4 games, so they did get a chicken dinner for themselves. So definitely a team to not underestimate, Imperium, especially if you're Team United Earth, which hasn't been really doing much in these games that they had last weekend.
No, they're only on 24 points in total, so they definitely have a lot to improve on. And with kind of...
They're split too.
Yeah, they, you know, you do see that AR Astral Doom is looking to fly flank around. He gets that headshot, peek around, and he has been knocked down on that member of United Earth. Will they flank around, Max?
Oh, Team AR, they're looking for the rush, but they're going to get responded right away by Team 5, and Lucifer able to put 2 members down. This turned into a 3v2 Imperium. Team AR, though, they are going to be outnumbered 3v2.
Johnny kills.
Lucifer is third-person view, so he does have the upper hand right there. He does get to the safety of that house just in time. Going to be trying to spray a little bit with that AKM. Not really extra
Johnny kills.
damage.
Look at this. Look at this.
Can he get him? Oh, no, he can't. Nice use of the wolf for himself. Team AR, look at that too. United Earth clearing out some members of Team AR. And only 1 member remaining, and that is Johnny kills. Here's Johnny. Going to try and regen back up AR. But damn, Team United Earth, I was not expecting much, but they played really well.
Yeah, especially because they had a member knocked down to begin with, but they've got back up, in the words of Rick Astley, and they put it to AR. Now they're going to flank around. 2 members, 5. Is he going to look for Johnny Kills?
Regen your ally, 5. What are you doing, 5? Oh, god damn it. That was just, they threw that out the window completely.
Yeah, feels bad, man, and AR come out on top against United Earth.
I love an underdog story, but here just got completely ruined, United Earth. Oh well, but that's still 2 members down on the side of AR. They need points, Imperium. Hey, they got 2 points.
To be honest, though, they got 2 kills. No, it was AR. They actually got 2 kills. There's 5 in team.
But like United Earth, they got 2 points.
Yeah, but, you know.
And also, like, just by default, most of the teams are going to get higher points because only 12 teams showed up today.
That's true. That is true.
It's good for them.
It's good for them, but I definitely don't think it's a start they, of course, want the maximum. As you see, Elementrix are going in, and Sean, the Irish named Sean member, and also we had a couple of Elementrix really showing up in that first week, in that first day, but, you know, didn't really kind of pay off afterwards, but we will see they are kind of moving in. Nova in well within that safe zone. And Luke is actually dropping by bootcamp maximum.
Yeah, they are. No one's around the corner there, so they just one should not really be taken over. Team Elementrix. Now they're going to be having a little bit of spotlight right now in PM. Elementrix, one of the best teams in terms of pure repositioning skill. I remember day one they repositioned in Vikendi, and they were just always outnumbered and outpositioned, and they just repositioned so efficiently, and they just do it so fast. It's really a textbook kind of team. It's just really scholar how they play, and I really enjoy it. So Elementrix definitely on the lookout on this Sanhok, where repositioning is so important.
Of course, and they're Nepali's team as well, one of the 7 Nepal teams represented in this PUBG Mobile tournament. They are currently lying 15th overall, Maxon, on 72 points. So they are definitely one of the higher base teams coming out from this Group B. So they're looking strong to begin with, and all they need is, like we talked about, is these consistently high finishing results.
Yeah, that's going to be Team 12. Which one is that? It's not RG Star. I don't know who that was, because like the numbers are a little bit mixed up because you didn't have 16 players.
Oh, we do see. Talk about RG Star. They are dropping in onto Elementrix, Max, man. Hitting in that orange player. Orange has been knocked down. As will Elementrix look to respond? But when you're going up against the likes of RG Star team, I don't think that's a wise choice to do. I would run away.
Yeah, 2 knocks on both sides. You're going to try and regen their allies back up. But damn, that was a really nice move from Orange. Got 2 drops for 1 after RG was able to turn it around and get Poo Poo Man on his knees. Going to look at the beautiful map. No more action for us, unfortunately. We are getting punished.
Yeah, two for the price of 1, Max. That's a pretty good result. But let's see how RG Star will look to respond, because like I said, they need that high position result, but they also need those kills, in my opinion, to help them. So they would want to be aggressive, but let's see. We will see that RG Star looking and following on Elementary, but we also have Quad and God coming together against each other. Ares and Odin looking to find Azrock.
He has the rock there behind. Oh, nice. Turns it again. Ares. Odin going to try and rush in, trying to give that extra helping hand, but Quad 4, they have 2 members around the corner. Oh, damn it. That's Spitfire. He was going for it. But you can't really get through.
Grenade being thrown?
Doesn't cook the grenade. That's unfortunate. If he saw that grenade, he should leave. But does he see it? I'm not even sure if he did. No, not going to hit anyone, Imperium. Odin just going to regen himself back up. But Quad now, they do have that multiple lines of sight.
But they're outside the safe zone. They're outside the safe zone, Max, and they've really got to be careful. So are God. But, in my opinion, Quad have the higher advantage because they can get out, they can get inside the safe zone, and, you know, God will have to come to them, but we will see, because it's a bit of a standoff for the moment, for the time being, as Azrak just looking to heal up, but he sees the footsteps.
No. What are you doing? Oh, we don't have the information on that, unfortunately, but Odin will be put down on his knees. That's going to be 2 members of Gamers of PUBG taken away, Imperium. And nice engage from Quad Core, just holding their position. Even if it was out of the zone, it doesn't do that much damage, so they can hold position a little bit longer. But the zone is going to be closing up in 10 seconds, so they need to get into the move.
Definitely.
I'm talking about on the move, Team RG Star, they're going to be going through this river.
They're going for a swim.
Yeah, but the Elementrix, they do have the information on that. Team Sorry was also towards this bridge location, so they could have done the gatekeepers. Doesn't seem like they decided to do so right now. But Elementrix, they're going to go over the bridge.
Bandit! Nova Bandit!
Oh, Bandit!
Last week got fantastic grenade shots off. He was absolutely amazing. Got that 4-man kill, I believe, 3 or 4-man kill, just with that grenade shot.
1v3 clutch.
It was one of the best nade shots I've ever seen in PUBG Mobile, Maxon.
And look at that, Zeus, he's just going to be running away. Unfortunately, Loki is also down. So right now, Imperium, they are not seeming in the best situation.
No.
He's going to try and reposition, maybe trying to aim for those positioning points. Elementrix, though, they are over the bridge. No one's going to be holding that bridge except Elementrix, so...
I think Zeus is going to go for swim, Maxman. That would be the wisest choice for him. If he can go for swim and go underneath the bridge, he's less chance he's going to get sided. He's not going to make any noise, but we do see Fatman going in and taking out that final member of Gamers of PUBG. So that is a squad wipe coming out from them. And that's 4 kill points for Quad. That's pretty good.
Yeah, they're doing really good so far. They're going to try and go over the bridge for the side of Quad, but they have the information on Elementrix. Now we're going to have this war over this section. who's going to be able to take the upper hand. We saw, though, the Elementrix, they have the information on RG Star Team, and RG Star Team doesn't seem very, very healthy, but now Quad, they're slowly going to be making their way towards this bridge location. Trying to make it to the other side. Ooh.
Quad are moving in. Quad are being the aggressive ones, but in my opinion, they have 4 members on one side of that bridge. They should look to flank in opposite positions. Getting into that car, Fatman. Are you making a mistake? Looking to engage onto Elementrix, but Elementrix are actually pushing away. That's the thing. Quad are actually being the aggressive ones there, Maxon.
Yeah, they have to reposition there to not be in the zone location. They are in the zone. That's not the case for Quad. Look at that rush of damage right away. Just spread on top of ICM and puts him down on that bridge. Quad, only 1 member remaining, Imperium, and doesn't seem good for them as they are also in the zone. Elementrix, they're holding their position as good as they possibly can. Azrock, he does have a smoke grenade. Going to try and use it, cook it up a little bit. But even then, I just don't think that's going to be enough. And I think we're going to see a squad wipe that's going to be, unfortunately, quad core.
Hey, never say never. Ooh. It's not over till the fat lady sings, Maxon. Although Azrock is being dealt a lot of damage below half health. He goes onto his knees, onto the ground to try and provide a little bit of protection. And he does get into that safe zone for the time being. But 1 member of his quad team is slowly losing his life. Maxon.
Yeah, and he's just not able to regen them back in time, otherwise he's going to lose that cover. I think maybe he's able to
Nah, he's not. He's wait?
I mean, maybe? Maybe.
No,
okay.
too little too late.
Unfortunately. He does have the AKM. Pretty heavy power there, but also Team Elementrix, they do have 1 member down. They're going to try and fight back. AI is really doing a really good fight against the members of Nomad Warriors.
Yep.
So they're having a little bit of a fight right here, but we're going to stay on this location. Bridge. And still, Nomad Warriors, they're losing members 1 by 1.
I know. Again, team that show a lot of potential, but they are being shut down by SRY. SRY also looking pretty good. They're on 70 points overall, Max, man.
Oh, damn, they're just on the side of this bridge. Yeah, Nomad Warriors going to be losing another member. Team Sorry, they're still 4 members strong, absolutely dominating this section of the map, Imperium on Sanhok. They were like on the outskirts of the zone, and they were always in a really good situation to reposition. And no one would attack them from behind. We always talked about how important the coastline is in PUBG, and they're just always aiming for that location. So their drops are just really good so far.
Yep, exactly. You are absolutely bang on with that. And we do see SGI, Shin Igami, Balk looking pretty good. Haven't been in any real situations of team fights, but they've got that nice safe zone position. They're looking to, as I said, get into the higher point standings overall position and then hopefully get a couple of kills towards the end.
Yeah, right now, going to have Ran TNT. Just be careful. Elementrix is around the corner in that compound just in front. RD Star Team, they're still they are slowly getting towards each other. With still 10 teams remaining as we are we are 13 minutes into the game. 28 players still up and running. And Team Elementrix, they are once again on the move. They're just going to try and make it away from this zone area. Where's the next zone? I didn't actually see on the minimap. And it is closing in right now. But they are just going to try and keep that high ground for the members of Team 4. Yeah, spotted 1 member of Team Elementrix. Just going to be spraying down a little bit. Nothing really connecting so far. And RG Star Team actually losing aim locker on his knees. Also, Nomad Warriors losing another member. Still, Feister, we just can't see right now. But Team Elementrix, they're just going to be on the move towards RG. And RG are losing members, so we might have another fight breakout extremely soon, Imperium.
It's not the start they want. They want to survive as late as possible into that game because finishing in 9th will not spell a good start for them in terms of looking to claim that top spot. Of course, you know, it's not the most important thing because once you're in the top 24, but from a confidence point of view, from the overall position to come out on top after day 1 of week 2, that would definitely be a good start for them.
Look at that RG there, just a little bit too split. Aim locker still down. Is the safety of that rock, but just not enough. Oh, he has a good shot location. Was that SKS on top of RG remaining members? But RG, they are now out of the zone, Imperium, so they're going to have to try and move out as soon as possible. Same for the side of Elementrix. But they might get the upper hand on Team 4. They're going behind, they're flanking it up. They might have information, they might have heard the gunshots. So if they can get that team swipe, there'll be a nice few extra points for Team Elementrix. It's been huge this far. Like, once again, quad core, they swiped them out really nicely.
Only War? Looking to shoot out Car Dimma, if I believe, and only War who are currently lying in 30th overall. If they can get this final decent result, they will be able to take it out. And yes, we do see another member of Car Dimma has been taken out. I believe that leads them down to 1 member.
Yeah, not in the best of situations, though. We're seeing in that top part of the map.
Yeah.
We might have a little bit of a clash between two teams up there. We'll have to see. But yeah, only War still going to be getting their way towards the zone. Team 16 still owning that land. The zone is right on top of them, so they just have the perfect location because it's a very small zone. So if they do have a compound or some good terrain to work with, they should hold it.
Look at SRY, looking to claim the high position, Max, and looking to get the high ground, gives them an overall viewpoint. Because we even saw coming out from Only War, they had a high position. They got great side on the card and then took out a couple of members of their team. So that's what a high position can do in these late game team fights, in these late game skirmishes to determine the overall positions of a game.
And now still 9 teams up and running. Nova going to be losing A to SGI Eren in the distance. It's going to be fine. Still, Team Sorry, as you said, they're trying to hold that high ground, but now they're just going down. They have to get to the zone as soon as possible.
Of course.
Team AR with the car, though, they're getting there slowly but surely. But they will get
Shinigami Black?
Yeah, Shinigami Bulk. They are getting a few nice shots on top of Nova. Nova Bandit there, the true man of Nova is going to be able to reposition there. Will it be enough though? I'm not too sure. We'll have to see as another fight might be happening of Team Only War versus Elementrix in this small compound. They have the information now. They're going to go in aggressive.
I think, yeah, but they are a little bit, Elementrix, there's SRY, kind of leaning off around the area. They're going to hear those shots, but it's going to be Nova coming close to Shinigami Bal. Yes, we do see Only War and Elementrix coming closer together, but they are a little bit split up, Only War. Whereas Elementrix, they're 4-man, 4 against 3. TNT. Ooh. Going behind that rock.
Really weird. Like, he 100% heard those steps in that house, and then he just tried to make it through.
Wait. Grenade?
Yeah, grenade.
Has that gone over into the window? No, it hasn't. It's just gone across the road, not really connecting, but possibly, shaking up Elementrix's position and actually maybe putting them under a little bit mental pressure as so much as actual physical pressure.
Yeah, Shinigami Bulk was forced to rush through this bit of water. But yeah, look, we're going to have a team wipeout from Team RG Star against Team AR. See you later, Alligator.
Yeah,
and Elementary still holding.
This is what we expect from RG Star, getting those kills. Expected, but now Only War being skirmished, being shut down by Elementrix. Poo Man with the rest of his team looking to revive Sean. They get that 2-man wipe, and there's only one member of Only War left, Max, and that is Ocean.
They're going to lose a few feathers in that skirmish Imperium, as they do have one member knocked down and 2 members extremely low. But then still Shinigami Bulk, they are getting reception pretty heavily. They had to go through the river. There's not the best situation to be in. Now shots fired against Shinigami Bulk, and once again, they're just not in the best of situations. They're extremely far from the zone, and they're just getting attacked from all locations. Shinigami Bulk, they're going to be using this. Oh no, even the smokes are just not going to be enough. They have 2 members still up and running. Will that be enough? I'm not too sure. They're just going to be spraying through those smokes. I just don't think it's going to be enough. Oh, he does get 1 member down. That's going to be Ekme. But Shinigami Bulk, I think we might see them leave this game a little too early.
That was the final member of Kardema, by the way.
Yeah.
Not being afraid to be aggressive, not being afraid to, take out those members of the enemy team. Yes, he's kind of, spotting himself out, showing the enemy team that he is around that area, but by being aggressive, getting those kills, it's only going to help Kardema's overall position. As you see, Quad going up against Elementrix.
Yeah, man, that's going to be the last member then of Quad. There was 1 member that was able to sneak it away, but he's just going to be now taken out. 6 teams remaining. Shinigami Bulk, they're going to try and play the Snake game. Snake level over 9,000. Nova Bandit and A, they're going to be rushing on through.
Nova against RG, 2 of the top teams in this tournament so far, Maxon.
Yeah.
We could have a clash of the Titans.
Yeah, clash of the Titans. It might be Imperium, Nova, and RG Star team just absolutely dominating all of their games so far. A few grenades going to be shot through. Shinigami Bulk still going to try to make their way through slowly but surely. Nova, 3 members still up and running. Going to hold this compound.
Shinigami Black.
They're in the zone, so they're safe.
Looking pretty good, but they haven't got that much protection if they do have to move around them. However, when you look at like Nova, Bandit, he's in that house. He's got that doorway that he can hide around, the windows that he can position around. Looking to take out, shoot SRY, but SRY knows he's there, so Bandit has got to be careful.
Yeah, they want to try and make their way into this compound. Unfortunately, they don't really have the location. Though the next zone is going to be closing up very soon. Imperium, it will be on that compound. So if they can hold the position, they're definitely in a really good spot to take that chicken dinner. A few shots going to be running on top of Team Sorry. Still, they're just zoning them out completely. Trying to make their way. You see, they're using those smokes. They're trying to make themselves a pathway towards that location. Going to try and spray a little bit. Not really connecting too much damage. Although the M24 damage coming out. Elementrix, Sean going to be on his knees, Imperium. Not the best of situations.
Plenty of smokes coming out on the side of SRY, just giving a little bit extra protection, movement, distance that they can kind of reposition if they need to, Max, man. As Nova just keeping them under pressure. And Elementrix looking pretty good so far.
Look at that, they're making it once again, sneaking their way into that compound. Oh, Sean, once again, the zone going to be putting him down on his knees. Same for Pubg, man.
Oh.
And they're just 2 on the knees. The zone closing on through. I don't think they can get regened back up, unfortunately. But still, they have Orange. It's going to be up there doing a huge amount of work for Elementrix. Team Sorry, though, might trying to get those finishing, killing blows.
Oh,
I think
yeah,
the
but
information
look,
on Poo-Poo Man.
Poo-Poo Man got to be very careful. He's coming right into the path of that one member, SRY. But could SRY be taken out?
Spray, look at the damage, but unfortunately going to get knocked right back into the base by the remaining members of Team Elementrix. Team Sorry, though, had a good amount of work done. Nice flank overall. They had the info. They heard the shots fired a little bit early on in that fight. Though, Shinigami Bulk able to respond into Bandit. 1v2, a little bit too complicated and overwhelming for him.
But now ZeoZ is looking to get around and take out Shinigami Black behind that tree, but I think he's just been able to position himself a little bit from behind.
He's been staying there. He's been staying there since earlier as the AKM just went for people to get in that house and to take the upper hand. Nicely done, my friend. Man, he's the last member too.
He's putting Cardima in the top 3, Max.
Worth it.
With a fantastic, I think he's gotten 2 kills for his team as well, so really good.
Say his name. How sad?
I'm just going to call him James. You know that?
James, okay.
James.
James from Cardima.
Yep, James from Cardima. Don't ask, you know, things that go on in my head, don't ask. But we do see down to 3 teams, Cardima, SRY, and Shinigami Balk. It's 3v... I think it's a 3v1v2 or is it 4v?
That makes 5. I think that's a 4v1v1.
Yeah, I think it's 4. It's 4v1v1.
Oh.
Yeah.
This is time to bind together. Shinigami Bulk and Team Cardima. Just put yourself together.
Team together.
Team together. 2v4.
You know? Or could it be that, you know, James becomes a Thanos?
Alex! Let's go! Oh no! That's going to be Alex getting the upper hand now. That's going to be 1v4 situation for Shinigami Bulk versus the members of Team Sorry. I think that's going to be a little bit too much. This is the moment in time where you got to try and stick together. The 4-man team. Grenade going to be raining on through, giving away maybe his location. Knock a grenade. They're just going to be aiming on through. Oh, be careful. He jumped on through. Ninja Warriors, ladies and gentlemen. And that's going to be game number 1 on Sanhok going over to Team Sorry.
Yeah, Team Sorry coming out on top. I believe they got a total of 8 kills.
Omelette du fromage.
Omelette du fromage. Yeah, SRY coming out on top. Great start for them. They're looking pretty good overall position. That's going to add to their score tally after this first game. Nova also looked pretty good. They got 2 kills in total, but the team of this first game, in my eyes, Maxon, Elementrix.
Oh, really?
10 kills. They looked aggressive, they looked strong, they looked also consistent throughout the whole game of really focusing in on the enemy team, not being afraid. They were under a little bit of pressure in a couple of team fights, but they turned it around. It was only in those final moments where they just didn't get into the safe zone as early as they should have that they kind of got pushed back.
I'm going to agree with your statement there. Like, Elementrix did absolutely awesome. I think they got outdone in that game because Team Sorry, they did great. I'm not taking anything away. They did absolutely awesome. They got the #1 position, but it's just the zone was just so much to their advantage during the entire game. It's like Team AR on day #1. It's just, they were really lucky on those zones.
Team SNG as well.
No, they're just super sneaky. They get #1 position because they're so sneaky. Like, just level 9,000 Snake.
Level 9,000 Snake, boys and girls. Yeah, just really good position overall. The disappointment of the game has to be Nomad Warriors. I'm trying not to, of course, this Chinese team, I'm trying not to, so to speak, rag on them too much, but I see so much potential from first week's games that I know they have a lot more to offer, Maxman, and I was expecting a bit of a push in this game 1, this drive, this level of aggression, but they seem to just be kind of pushed back out of position on a couple of times that they saw them, and it felt a little bit lost in my eyes.
It's just the first game after all. They might be able to redeem themselves on the next 3 games.
As you see these highlights coming through, Maxman.
Yeah, there you see, no need to aim if the enemy just gets in your reticle, so you're fine.
Johnny Kills was the hero for AR in that skirmish. He just turned around, put it to... See, and here's the thing, Elementrix, you're coming up against RG Star Team. That's a level of, you know, they just were not afraid. They had no fear, just fight.
Yeah, they did a really good job. Like, also, they were really clumped up all together. So even if they were just spraying, they would have hit multiple targets.
Exactly.
One nice swoop grenade in there, 4-man kill. That would have been absolutely perfect.
Nice.
We had a few, like, a 4-man kill with a grenade
and
move
also,
a few days ago.
Yeah, and also you saw the Elementrix were being put under pressure on the bridge. I forget by who now. And they turned that around and they took out. Don't know if his gamers of Pubg, I forget exactly in fairness, but they took out that squad just from, you know, playing it safe, getting into the right position.
They're going to see the last flank that happened from Team Sorry on some members of Team Elementrix, able to get the nice team swoop for themselves with 4 extra points on their side. So it feels good, man. And then they're like trying to get the upper hand. Unfortunately, didn't have really that surprise factor. Just completely outdone him. And then just Ninja Warrior move at the end, the Imperium. And just securing that #1 spot. Chicken Dinner going over to Team Sorry on this first game on Sanhok.
Yeah, very first game of today's series of matches, and it was definitely not a disappointment. A bit more aggressive than I kind of thought. Yeah. Like, we had a squad wipe within the first 5 minutes. Maxman, that's as much as Sanhok is known for its level of aggression in these kind of pro games, in these kind of pro competitions where the teams are really looking to get overall highly placed. It was nice to see that kind of bang.
I think the one reason also for like that amount of aggressive plays early on is because most of the teams, maybe like 90% of the teams, they all dropped on the West Coast, and the East Coast was just like, what, 2-3 teams?
Yeah,
and
exactly.
At the end of the day, it was really a good thing to do because they were just like, the zone was on that West Coast, so good for them. But after like, I think in a normal game, you're just going to have the teams trying to avoid each other during the drop, and they're just going to try and like surround the entire map.
Yeah, exactly. And I just think it was really good. Like, as we're going into this Vikendi map, next map, because I definitely want to draw on to that as the players are obviously going to be loading, and we will have it as a bit of a break. Like, Vikendi is also known to be aggressive. It's a snow-based map. Of course, you're going to have different areas that provide a highly different level of position, and because it's a snow-based map, you can be possibly a little bit sneakier with your positioning in terms of using that fog to your advantage, hiding behind trees, looking to get the high position onto your team. But I'm really hoping you're going to have that same level of aggression as we saw in this Sanhok map.
At the end of the day, it's just going to depend on the drops. If the team drops in the same location, a lot of aggressive plays, pretty normal. But like, no one's going to go for the center of the map. We saw that in this first game on Sanhok. Like, just Castle is, once again, no one's going to go to Castle, and that makes me extremely sad. It's like just such a good location.
Winery is a popular spot from people that I've talked to, Maxman, in the community, even though they don't like playing Vikendi that much. But when they do, a couple of them have pointed out to me that they like dropping into this winery area. I've yet to really see it here, but I definitely would be interested to see if we see a couple of teams battling it out in that area of the Vikendi map. And of course, I also want to see how the likes of RG Star are looking points-wise after this first game, because like I said, all they need is to get an average of 22 points per game. I don't think they hit that on this first game, to be honest, Maxman. I think it's 19 points for third place.
Third place is 19 points.
You know, so, and I don't think they got a high amount of kills. I believe it's something like 3 or 4 from last time I checked. If we can bring up these stats for the guys to see how these teams are stacking up after this first game in terms of points, because I want to keep an eye on them, and like I said, the lower base teams that are looking to make a name for themselves, we'll look to highlight as where they're standing after this game 1, Maxon.
Yeah, we're going to have to try and see all of that in the next few games. Once again, next game that will be coming up is going to be a Vikendi action, then double Erangel. Can't wait to jump into that of this first day of the second weekend of the PUBG Mobile Club Open Spring Split, brought to you through the power of Vivo, the official sponsor, and smartphone for some crispy PUBG Mobile gameplay.
Very nice.
But anyways, if you had a good time, we'll see you in just a few minutes after a very short break.
I'm so tough.
Up your game. Vivo V15 series. Vivo.
play PUBG Mobile for free.
He's like, please, please, I don't want to stay.
I know I can't get over this, but I really, really want to. Maybe willpower will carry me over. Can you now look? It looks like it off though. No.
Oh no, 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 second.
3, 2, 1. What? Wait, hello? There we go. Wait, why would you flex? Cool, man. Cool.
Yeah, okay, we said coast gameplay, but that's maybe a little bit too close. They're hiding the cars away.
Nomad Warriors took control and they command them, but they lost their lives.
There's not enough space for 3 of us. One is going to have to leave in Prim.
Spice, but yeah, team fight's going on.
And we got a map on top. I don't know what's going on, ladies and gentlemen, but let's go. Look at this map. It's absolutely beautiful. I love it. Look at this beautiful map. I thought he was going to jump off the building.
That's what I really thought.
I was like, dude, don't do that.
You won't survive, man. But yeah, now we do see hype.
I don't want to die right now. I don't have a weapon. Run, baby, run. Come over here. Wait. Oh, what the hell? Which might also be I don't know, but
he's
got to be moving a muscle.
No,
he is now.
What?
Welcome back.
What are we gonna see, JC? JC! Oh, I jumped right over!
What the hell, man?
What the hell?
Can we just take a second to appreciate the music?
He's fine. It's just a bruise. It's just a small boo-boo. You know. Yeah, now no more seeing that vehicle. Ajax! AJ! You know, quiet positions. Talking too loud. No, we can't whisper. Shh. What?
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome your beautiful faces back to the PUBG Mobile Club Open Spring Split. Ready for the next game. Myself and Imperium, we are ready to bring you the action of Vikendi.
Yes, we are. And I've just been kind of sorry about that. I was taking down some notes in terms of overall positions after that first game, Max. And here's what we're starting to see in terms of the impact of these final positions and what it can do for these teams, especially the lower base teams. We saw Shinigami Balk and Kardima finish 2nd and 3rd respectively. They were lying 27th and 25th respectively overall.
Yeah.
Coming into this first day. They've moved up. Shinigami have moved up from 27th to 20th. And Kardima have moved from 25th to 19th, Maxman. So that shows how much of a difference these positive results can get. Of course, they weren't in the drop zone, but they were very close to it.
They made up for it, yeah.
So now they're very much in the safe zone of qualifying for the semifinals. But the biggest surprise is RG Star Team. They had a very bad result in this game, Max, and they actually dropped from 8th to 9th overall. Maximum with Nova actually swapping positions because they had a very good result in that game 1. Not the best, but it was definitely a lot better than RG Star Team. So I'm expecting coming into this Vikendi map, better performance from RG Star.
Yeah, because they've been like every fight they would take, they would lose like members and they would lose feathers every single skirmish they had. So
or they would get knocked down, which takes out their resources and so on and so forth.
Because like normally RG Star Team are known to be one of the most aggressive teams over the entire tournament in this wildcard series. But right now, they're just not playing. They are playing extremely aggressive. That's good, but not as efficiently as they used to last weekend. Anyways, we are ready. Get your skis ready, ladies and gentlemen, as we are about to drop on Vikendi.
We are indeed. We do see a lot of teams moving straight up into that West Coast Dobro Mesto area, Max, and the likes of Nova, the likes of Elementrix, and then we do have AR just kind of to the right of them, then the likes of Gamers of PUBG, and I think it's I don't know who it is around them, looking to kind of hang around around that kind of West Coast area. But this safe zone is very much on the East Coast, so it's going to mean that the likes of Nova and Elementrix are going to have a long way to go, so to speak.
Game number 1, Team Sorry had a perfect positioning around that zone. Now I'm looking at Team RG Star. They are just perfectly. They have the coastline, they have the zone, and they're going to have no one to take care of because no one is dropping around them. So they can just get all the loot.
They can, but there is Kardima close enough by. Maxim, they've got to be careful. And Kardima had a good result. So
yeah, but like because they had one member just sneaking his way through.
Hey, that's all it takes, Maxim. It only takes one member. Thank you very much.
Okay,
you know?
okay, Imperium.
You know, even though it's a team game, an individual performance can be the difference between a low position result and a high position result, as we saw from
You guys can't see on stream, but he's like sending me a death stare right now. I'm just really...
The glass have come off, what can I say?
I'm scared. Help me.
As we do see that, the first place team from this game 1 looking to loot up quite nicely along those compounds. We do see Quad and Shinigami Balk close enough to each other. I don't think they would have, let's say, have heard any of their footsteps. I think they're a little bit too far away, but we could see them getting a little bit closer and closer to each other. Quad are a little bit more split up, though. One thing to point out. Hopefully, they'll come together a bit more.
Yeah, their looting lines are slowly going to be converging into each other, so they might have a fight break out very soon. United Earth, they're also going to be in the main compound of this Vikendi map. Once again, really disappointed in how they played that first game today. They kind of threw an opportunity to take down Team AR, I believe it was, and they just got to try and step it back up in this second game. I'm sure they can do some good moves. They did do good moves, but the decision-making wasn't there. Just got to try and be a little bit more smart on that. As a Shinigami Balk, they're just ready to leave this compound. They are in the car, going to call their members back to try and leave as soon as possible. But once again, you don't want to stay in one car if you're on the move. You want to try and get 2, 3, even maybe 4 cars. Because like last weekend, we just had so many teams going through bridges.
It was mainly
in
the first day. A little bit second day, but yeah, they go in a full squad.
This is not Derby. This is PUBG Mobile, goddammit.
Destruction Derby. Now, we do see that Shinigami Balk have moved in one vehicle, but hopefully if they do spot a second vehicle, they'll split up. That would be the safest thing to do, but for the time being, let's see how they do end up on this map looking to go into the safe zone. Nomad Warriors, as I said, they're the team that I kind of expect to put in a better performance. I see the potential they have from what we saw in the first week week of games, Maxman. I just know they just need to pull it out of the bag.
Well, there's no team surrounding them right now, so they should be able to loot up and get some nice, maybe even a few tier 3 items for themselves. But they're just going to be looting for themselves as we are in the game now. Still, as we said in game number 1, we only have 12 teams. 4 teams, unfortunately, did not show up for these matches today. So that means, once again, a lot more positioning points going over the board to the teams. I think they're going to be in the best scenario to come back from this game. RG, once again, on the move. They have 2 cars, though. They learned.
Exactly, they learn well. There's a reason why they are contending for the top spot position overall, Maxon. And one thing, like, again, I don't want to, you know, and I want to kind of say, like, try not to be too harsh on Nomad Warriors, because it's not like they're looking, because just in case people are like, why are you bullying Nomad Warriors? They're definitely well within the safe position in the overall standings, and they only dropped 2 positions after that first game. So by all means, not the worst thing in the world. I just know for momentum, it really can, you know, say a lot having a bad result or two.
Yeah, Team 16. This is Team Cardimmer once again that did get that number 3 position
Spicy position, that spicy finishing position, Maxon.
Yeah, they get taken out anyways earlier, like they got outnumbered. But still, like, they have to play, if they can play like that, they got to try and be more careful in their early game phases and try and stick at the 4-man team, because that's what caused their demise in game number 1. They split way too much early on, and a few members got picked up pretty early. So play more as a team, more synergy. Cardimmer is something that there was lacking on their first games we actually saw last weekend. So this time around, focus on that synergy, focus on that team play, and you might be able to get even more kill points and positioning points. They got positioning points last game, but you got to try and play a little bit more as a team.
If you can add up with those kill points, it's going to have a much
get
bigger
positioning
impact.
points and kill points, you're going to dominate.
Of course.
Just like Team Rose.
Yeah, exactly. You absolutely bang on with that. So Shinigami Balk, again, similar thing with them. Good position overall. At the end of the day, it speaks for itself when the top finishing team in that game 1 was a full squad. So, you know, the proof is in the pudding, boys and girls. So Elementrix, they're also looking pretty good overall. Good result. They're lying, I believe, 14th overall, Maxon. So good. Game 1 did put them in a higher position. Also, like I said, they looked consistently aggressive, Maxman, and it's going to suit this Vikendi map once again if they can carry on that momentum.
Those still teams on the move. Team AR still going to go and get Festa. There was just around there. I don't know what he was doing there, to be honest, but just going to pick him up and take him back home. Also, a lot of teams on the move. Team Only War. They had kind of a good game, actually, in game number 1. They did pretty decent. Knowing how they were, like, standing in the standings. So they're doing nice. The zone still slowly going to be closing up, ladies and gentlemen, right now. Slowly making their way towards the zone. The center part of the map is going to see a lot of skirmishes breaking out in the next few minutes. So definitely something you want to keep a lookout for. Team Sorry, also winners of that first game on Sanhok, might be going right into Team United Earth. So that might be a big fight of United Earth. That was the last team of last game against the number 1 team of last game. So that would be definitely a really interesting fight to see, as United Earth would have the advantage. They do have the compound. They do have that positioning to defend for themselves. So if the fight does break out, United Earth can do a good job with that.
Yeah, they can indeed. We do see gamers of PUBG. They are split up into 2 vehicles overall, with Ares looting that building along with Odin, and now we do see SRY once again moving in with 2 vehicles. They're looking to get well into the safe zone. Only War also looking pretty good. So, hey, look, first 7.5 minutes, Maxman, we've had no kills, no real squad wipes. Pretty passive game to begin with, and yeah, it's slightly what we expected.
Yeah, pretty usual in PUBG. PUBG Mobile and PUBG in general, like early passive, trying to get that loot, trying to make it as even as possible, then go into the zone, trying to hold these angles, trying to hold these positions for yourself as to try and gatekeep the zone if you can do so. But right now, Shinigami Bulk also on the compound. They're just going to be taking their time. Every team is still just in their looting phase. No fights picked up whatsoever. Team AR and Team Only War might be clashing very, very soon, Imperium. Have to keep that on the lookout. As Team AR, they're a little bit too split. It would be a 2v4 if they do fight right now, so be careful.
It could be Kyrgyzstan against Uzbekistan, because those are the two
countries I didn't know existed before this stream.
Kyrgyzstan, the AR team are from Kyrgyzstan, and Only War are from Uzbekistan. I absolutely love Uzbekistan as a name. I would be proud to say I'm from Uzbekistan just for the name of that country alone. So it's great to see them represented. Are you proud
of being Irish, Imperium?
I'm Scottish. What do you mean?
On the chat, we have a lot of people talking about your accent.
People are like, where is he from? Is he British? Is he Scottish? It's very forced. No, I'm Irish. But we do see action going on. Johnny Kills, the hero, the savior of this game one, going in a 4v1 situation, knocking a couple of men down, and the rest of his AR team flanking around. Ocean is able to drive away, but this is going to be only War losing a couple of members of their team already, Maxman.
He doesn't want to deal with the aggressive players coming out from Team AR. Johnny, once again, here's Johnny picking up a kill for himself.
2 kills for AR.
2 kills for himself.
Yep.
He'll be like,
So-
I think you only got 1 down, and the other members swooped in. But yeah,
exactly.
they got 2 kills for themselves, so still 2 points for Team AR, dominating this game. Team RG Star was on the move.
And that kind of came out of nowhere, Max, and it's great because you're just having casual chat, and then suddenly, boom, Johnny Kills comes in and just wipes him out, flanks around, and the rest of his AR team looks to join him. So yeah, good start coming out from AR. We do see United Earth, gamers of PUBG, driving past each other.
They could have hold
I know.
location 2 cars.
I know.
And United Earth just not wanting to deal. They are scarred after that first game. They're just scared to fight. They just don't want to deal with it. Like, please not again.
I think they're 29th overall, so they're not really looking to fight, Max, man. It kind of makes sense. As SOY looking to take out gamers of PUBG, Odin gets a couple of shots off with that. I believe you
6 out of 10.
if I'm correct, as with that scope. Yeah, 6 out of 10. Yeah, pretty good scoring. I'll give you that.
Yeah, that's the 2 type of play styles you're going to see. United Earth playing super passive, looking for those positioning points, and Team Sorry are like, I don't care who you are, where you come from, what's your country. I'm going to take you down. They try to do it.
At least they're kind of
they're all inclusive. And I enjoy that.
They're equal.
Okay, they're equal. I'll kill everyone. I love equality.
I'll kill everyone. I don't care where you're
you
from.
die, and you die.
Okay,
yeah.
let's relax, Max, man. It's okay. As we do see, the gamers of PUBG, they managed to survive that. Nobody knocked down.
That's not how you drive
taken
a
out.
car.
They will just lose a couple of resources from
He's driving
having
like
to heal
me.
themselves up. Hey, look, maybe it's all part of them. They're trying to get that car out of the way.
You want to get under the map. Let's go.
Maybe they should call a mechanic.
Yeah.
No? Okay, cool.
Let's go.
Let's get this show on the road. So we see that overall, say so on the likes of AR needing to move in, Nomad Warriors wanting to move in from that north compound, along with the likes of Quad United Earth are still in that bridge compound area. Elementrix close to Team 4 and Nova, so we could see a bit of a 3-man squad fight. As yes, Elementrix, that one member of only War.
He's driving just like me.
Boom. Elementrix, Sean.
He's like, I'm not dealing with this. I'm not giving any kill points to my enemies. I'm going to do it myself. I'm a big boy. I can die on my own. Oh, God damn it. Okay, that was nice. Look, 11 teams. First team swipe. Well, can we call it a swipe? It was not really a swipe.
Nah, it's not really. As you do see that loot crate has some spicy loot with the likes of Groza and the military Tier 3 helmet that will provide a lot of health for those headshots. As you do see, Quad close to Nomad Warriors, but Nomad Warriors are in that vehicle looking to get well into the safe zone. So we could see them coming across each other in the next couple of minutes, max. Makes sense for AR. United Earth once again.
They're just... I don't want to deal with this.
Nope.
You just go. You just go. I'm not fighting whatsoever.
Oh, wait.
They shot bullets. I didn't know they could do that. You know what I mean?
They have guns.
They have guns.
So
we're being a bit harsh.
I know we are. Stop bullying them, Max, man.
What? Okay. You're doing it too.
You started
we're all inclusive, okay? We trash talk everyone.
Sorry, guys. Let's get
Imperium,
back.
you're boosted. Hey, you too. Even the Irish country.
I'm sorry, I'm Scottish. What? I'm seriously just gonna convince everybody that I'm Scottish now. Say it in chat. Do you think I'm Irish or do you think I'm Scottish? But anyway, Car Dimma, look at where Car Dimma are placed, Max, and they're very well in the safe zone, along with the likes of RG, SRY, and Nomad Warriors. But look at Shinigami Black. They are right on the coast. That means they only need about a 180-degree perspective to search out an enemy team. But the only risk about that is that it's not exactly high ground, Max, man. Although they do have those building compounds which will provide them a decent bit of protection.
What are you doing?
As we are just having a bit of a dance-off around a vehicle.
Okay. I don't know what these teams have with their cars today, but it's like, it's a love story. Cars and mechanic.
Yeah, okay. Anyway, no matter worries. Whatever helps you sleep at night, Maxon. As SRY, I know, right?
The most savage cast.
Savage, I know, right? So yeah, SRY. Like, I'm wanting some action, Maxon. We're 14 minutes in. We've only seen one squad, right? 44 players left. Elementrix Orange has taken that loot crate, so if I'm correct, it will be the likes of the Groza. It will be that tier 3 helmet, so it will level 3 helmet, should I say. If he has picked up the Groza, but definitely the level 3 helmet will be very good.
Why would you
defense
pick the
for them.
Like it's like an AKM with higher fire rate, so you can just out trade anyone with like main AR. So Groza's great.
People have their personal preferences though, Maxon.
I don't care.
Okay, wow.
Okay, just take the goddamn Groza. It's a great weapon. Why wouldn't you take it? Oh, though, Nomad Warriors, they have one member down. Just get the kill point.
We do see that now. Kardima just around the corner from Nomad Warriors, who is knocked down.
Wait, did they see him?
Is it inside the wall or
what?
What?
It's just like me in real life, Imperium. Like nobody cares about me. No one sees me. I'm like.
Oh no! Yeah, now you see, man, he has been taken out. So that's one member of Nomad Warriors being taken out. As you do see Nova and Elementrix going to be coming up against each other, Maxon. AY Bandit. Bandit is a little bit off position, but we do see now JN and Zeolin looking to kind of flank around. It has to become a 4-member team. Grenades being thrown into the compound. Boo Man is out of sight, but these smoke grenades are going to move around. Hopefully give Bandit a little bit of room to reposition for himself and join the rest of his team, Maxon.
Yeah, Bandit's going to use those smokes to try and close up the line of sight of the members of Elementrix. Poopy Man just around the corner, but like Nova does not want to deal with this.
What?
Just going to be having a few bullets shot out by Poopy Man, and Poopy Man is going to try and shoot a little bit. Oh, wait, taking damage. What? He's getting responded from the car.
Wow.
That was really nice shots.
Great shooting coming out from Nova.
Took him down,
while they're driving. Yeah,
damn.
That's great. Great level of precision and aim coming out from Nova. Great communication from them as well. And great composure, so really well played for them. I'm very impressed. They did have a good first game, moving overall in position up one place ahead of RG Star Team, so good place coming out from them. Kardima, what has happened to them in the past week, Max, man? All of a sudden, they've gone from this team that were in the lower half of the overall standings, looking to be down on their feet, and they've come back into this week all guns blazing, no pun intended.
Damn it. Kardima, tell them, take the high ground. They take that literally. They're on the tippity top of this mountain, and they're just not ready to get down anytime soon. They're just going to spray a little bit on Team AR.
Kingslayer.
The thing is, if they give us their position, it's not really an issue, as we're going to have a fight
breakout. United Earth and Quad?
Damn it, they can actually shoot bullets again. Imperium United Earth in this compound versus Quad Core, one member down. They're going to be able to regen him back up. Going to be turned into another 4v4 fight. They put someone down. They should engage the fight right now. Going to be once again spraying on top of one member of Quad. Azrock, yeah, going to be in a really bad spot. They should try and take it down and try and turn it into a 3v4. But look at that. They're going to be taking shots fired by Pacific. One-on-one trade out over all Imperium.
Oh,
the M4.
fantastic position by 5.
Boxes won't save you, my friend. And now this is the situation where United Earth can dominate. One member remaining, and that's Fatman. But now, can he pull off the clutch, Imperium? We're going to have to see that very soon. Another member going to be coming around the corner. Why? He's right there.
Well, what are you doing?
What are you doing? There it is. God damn it. That was with
that
nice
Uzi as well.
Yeah, he rushed in with the Uzi, got the nice spray, got the fire rate with one clip, one kill. Damn, United Earth, they pulled it off really weirdly, but it worked out for them, so all good.
I would say that was more of a as much of a Quad mistake as it was a United Earth success. But when it comes out to position, I gotta give credit to Pacific and 5. Got some very good clutch shots coming overall, and it seems that like as a 4-man squad, as a squad, they seem to be a bit more consistent with those shots, with that level of aggression, whereas Quad looked to be a little bit out of place as a team, and they paid the price.
RG Star Team, they're going to be now on the outskirt of the zone. They can gatekeep Nova and also Elementrix away from that zone. We have a car from Xiaozi that's going to be trying to rush in. They do have a crate around the corner. As we talk about that, the crate is going to be shut up. The AUG A3. And then there was a few tier 3 items
Military
there.
vest, you got that backpack level 3, and once again that Spezhack
It is
helmet.
in the open though, maybe not worth it. Although, guns blazing!
RG?
Yeah.
Nova?
Top of Bandit. Bandit trying to make a run for it, well, a roll for it, and he will make it out. He'll be fine. Just take a few shots for his troubles, though. 2 cars for the side of Nova. They're just not ready to pick that fight. They do not have the positionings in their advantage. And Bandit going to take this compound, going to try and get back up. Ooh, nice from Aim Locker.
RG seem to have some very good positioning, even from a distance. They are a bit separated, Maxman, but they know where Nova are, and they're able to really pinpoint that and put Nova under a lot more pressure. However, we do see Bandit and Xiao Tin has been able to go safely into that compound and will look to heal up.
Yeah, okay, this also compound team. Sorry, they haven't moved from this compound in the last 5 to 10 minutes. They're just holding their ground, and they are in the zone, so just perfect situation for them. Once again, they were coming out with the chicken dinner in game number 1, though. Aim Locker once again. Guns blazing, gonna get a nice bomb spray. Ooh, responding with heavy fire, and no shots gonna be connecting on Aim Locker whatsoever. XLZ gonna try and get a little bit more precise with that weapon. But he's got the M4, once again, M4 in PUBG Mobile, just great for spraying. Even at long distances, you can just hit so much damage. So Aim Locker definitely has a good weapon to pick this trade-off. But AK there going to be the backup to trying to take that fight against the remaining members. Well, remaining members, all the members of Nova.
Yeah, but they've got to beware because there's SRY creeping from a distance. Zazin, I thought he was going to get into that vehicle and drive away, but they're holding the compound now. So we do see 3 of the top teams right now in these overall standings are looking to possibly go in a 3-way tie. As Cardima getting into that loot crate, looking to really get those spicy items.
Yeah, I don't know what was in that loot crate. If they do have an AWM and they're playing on the top of this mountain, that would be just perfect right now in Imperium. So we hope that they got that weapon for themselves. Team Sorry, once again, they are in this compound. They're just not going to play aggressive. Why would you give up the safety of that compound and just go in the open? They're just going to play it as passive as possible. Now, they do have a few angles on Team RG Star. So RG Star, once again, was not that much cover. So they've got to be very careful.
Yeah, I don't know if that was SRY that was shooting from a distance. I would imagine it isn't. But they are going to have to start moving because we do see from that safe zone, Nomad Warriors and I believe United Earth are the only 2 teams that are well into that safe zone. United Earth obviously looking in the safest position because they have the blue zone right behind them. Yeah. And they have that great perspective deep into the safe zone. It just depends on what overall height position they have. As you see, Gabriels of PUBG looking to move out. They've got 25 seconds until this blue zone starts moving in. They're really close. They're going to want to get a move on, Maxman.
Yeah, they're really close to the zone. They will be there in just a few short seconds. Though, look, I was about to say the zone is just entirely to the advantage of United Earth. It is. And they're just in the perfect location. No one going to harass you from behind. You have that location. They're trying to redeem themselves for that first game.
There was one team that actually started moving in towards Nomad Warriors. I don't know if we can pan the camera around to there because you could see a bit of a skirmish. However, like I said, Gamers PUBG moving in slowly but surely. Blue zone creeping in, but they are close to that safe zone, so they should be okay. But they're going to be heading right into where SRY are, Maxman.
Yeah, SRY, they're just going to be holding the flank of that mountain.
Elementrix,
though, against Team AR, might be breaking out extremely soon. Just get a few shots out. Unfortunately, not connecting on anyone whatsoever.
Orange throwing a grenade.
Grenade going to be cooked up, just not connecting whatsoever.
Still, from a distance, that was actually a great grenade shot, Maxman. Not quite hitting, but like I said, it puts AR under a little bit more pressure.
Trying to break the card there.
Sean gets a nice knockdown onto one member of AR.
Go for it, just rush in. You put one member on their knees on the side of Team AR, though. KD going to be using also a member. 2 members of KD going to be put down. Having multiple fights all around. Team AR just going to be threatened. Also, Sean on his knees. 1 member down on both sides. Going to try and regen them back up as soon as humanly possible, Imperium. As the zone's still going to be coming in. They are in the zone.
We wait so long for a fight, and then 2 or 3 happen at once. It's like a bus as Fester, should I say, gets a great grenade shot. Puts him under a little bit of pressure there. Rush in.
There's 2 members down.
Exactly.
Go for it.
AR, you want to play aggressive. Make it your fight. Molotov cocktail is going to be thrown into that building, looking to put them under more pressure. And I think it has connected onto Orange and Boo Man and Sean, but they're under pressure. There is that 1 member of Elementrix is in that separate building. Could be the savior of his team. Only time will tell, Maxman.
Steam Festa still with the UMP. Can compete with some ARs. Maybe you want to try and get an AR if you can loot on top of the side of Elementrix.
Now they're pulling the play. They're pulling flanking around. It's not too late, Maxman. Look how low Elementrix are.
Elementary still pretty low, still trying to regen. Sean just in time, able to get regen, but he doesn't have the time to use the heal on himself, and he's going to be put down on his knees almost instantly after he was put back up. Now 3 members still in that house. They're going to get rushed slowly one by one. Maybe you don't want to rush him right now. They put 2 members down. Sean and Orange in the worst situation ever. He has the Uzi. Close quarter Uzi can be an absolutely insane weapon. They will be rushing out. Man put down from himself. And that's going to be a swipe out. Nice done from Team AR.
I don't know if the full squad
did they
get that member in that building?
They could have fought that so much earlier when 2 members down. They just made it more complicated for them.
It was definitely a risk. However, at the end of the day, Maxman, they got the job done. Great play coming out from them. As you do see more and more action come down, United Earth being put under pressure by SRY.
United Earth not looking for the fight, but the fight will come to them as they do get swept-eyed by Team Sorry. They are absolutely dominating, so aggressive in these 2 first games. Imperium Team Sorry winning game number 1. Will they do the double back-to-back with a chicken dinner for themselves?
We saw that first come out from Onyx in last week's game, so it could happen
got 3
once
in a row.
again. Did they get 3? No, they got 2 in a row.
2 in a row
they got
and
2
1
in a row.
after. Yeah, sorry, 2 in a
Exactly.
row. So you got 2 teams that won 2 games in a row so far.
Yes, I think it was RG that got two games in a row.
It was RG Star.
And it was Onyx. Anyway, let's forget about that because this game is going on. We are 25 minutes in. We've got 6 teams left, 23 players alive. A lot of action now starting to unfold on this Vikendi map.
That's a very risky move. Team AR, 4 members in a car. You might be taken down. They're just going to spray on through. He does have a little bit of extra damage. 1 member
RG
knocked
does
down.
take out 1 member
Ooh. Not spicy spaghetti Imperium.
RG
He will be taken down.
1 member now, Nova.
Oh, Johnny kills 2. They're just getting wiped out the surface of the Earth Imperium. Grenade coming on hot. Didn't cook it up though. We'll connect in a few seconds. Bandit, maybe he's just on top of the grenade. I'm not too sure. They're using the smoke as cover. Nothing connecting quite yet. Trying to get the upper hand. 4v1 on Aim Locker. Does that a little bit of a high ground? Where's his team? Spraying on through.
Bit of risk.
Snake.
He's got that Uzi, but Bandit Zowlin are ducked down. They're under cover. We do see that. Where is the rest of this RG team? They're a little bit split up, but we've got those smoke grenades now flying around the place. Aim Locker, you got a bush right by your side. Get into that bush, heal up, and look to let the rest of your team join. Communicate. Be aware that you've got Nova. Nova and RG are fighting for position overall, Maxon.
They have 3 members. I don't know where the last member is of the side of team. On their side. So they could try and pick Nova actually off one of the favorite teams in the tournament.
On a side note, Nomad Warriors, they're lying in the top 6. They've got 1 kill, so definitely a better overall result happening for them in this game too. If they can climb further, time will tell as we are 26 minutes in Maxman.
Oh, RG, they're going to be using Xiaotan. Unfortunately, Team Sorry, they do have the shots fired and the angle on top of him, so will be put down. I don't think he can get regen, otherwise they're going to give vision on the other member.
Look at
very low.
AR.
Yeah.
AR looking good. They have the high ground.
Yeah,
they will have a bit of an overview, but they got to be careful. Look at Nomad Warriors. They are also kind of in a nice mountain position. Not that much cover, but there's not much that can be seen on their side.
Ushen Bolt on the side of RG starting. Just going to be rushing, trying to get the regen. Does use the smoke around top. Will he get time to regen him back up?
Grenades flying around.
He does have a smoke. Oh, Nova Bandit though might get the upper hand. If he sees that smoke, he knows the 1 member is down. I don't think he's going to have the time right there. But Bandit just doesn't seem to find the information. He will be able to regen him back up, Imperium, just in bare seconds.
Look at Fester and Astral Doom coming up. Irene, I think he spots where Astral Doom is, but not quite connecting with those shots for now.
Yeah, action all around the board in this last zone. Imperium just going to be spraying through, just randomly. You are giving away your location by doing that event, so maybe not the best thing to do.
Wait. He sees where Fester is.
No, see him. He's just spraying. Just spraying randomly. He's not even an AR that he's using. He's using an SMG, so completely out-damaged if he does have a one-on-one fight skirmish. No, Chopper trying to sneak his way around.
You gotta be careful not to premature shoot your low max on. What? As we do see SRY, Donny Nomad Warriors now moving into the positioning.
Look at that team RG. They're not having a good time. Imperium going to try and get to the cover of that tree tunnel, get taken down. Feel like that might be the end of their story. Once again, this passive war of Team Shinigami Bulk and Team AR.
Now,
he has the info. Nice! He gets him with the SMG. Well, if you do find the information first, you will be able to out-trade. All that rush. He's going for it. Nice, but he gave him his location to the remaining member of the side of Shinigami Bulk. Chopper just around the corner over there. And he does get taken down by Iren.
I thought Iren had actually been taken out.
Oh, no, not Iren. Wait, no, I read the wrong one. Chopper, sorry.
Yeah.
It's Chopper. Yeah, Team Sorry, though, picking also another fight for themselves. They will be losing Chop Click on the ground. Wait, was that Molotov? Yeah. just getting a little bit of barbecue time. They're fine. Using another smoke. They do have the high ground. Just going to try and win as much time as possible. But RG might be colliding with Shinigami Bulk in just the near future, Imperium. But he is on his own. Once again, RG only has one member remaining, so not looking good for them. But we also know that even if you have one member, you can get number 2 or number 3 spot. It can happen.
Of course.
Carl Dimmer showed it.
We're down to 4 teams, so anything can happen. Of course, SRY looking the absolute strongest because they've been aggressive. They took out Nova, Maxman. So that actually automatically puts RG in a better position to finish ahead of Nova. And also, let's not forget the Nomad Warriors are still in this.
Man, I'm just looking at this. Come on.
I know. Zaolin. Go get him. Sahal.
Just ASMR
time. Okay. Let's keep quiet.
Okay. We already did that joke a few days ago. It's getting repetitive.
We did it last week, like.
He
sees him.
Oh, get him. Nicely done. Does get the intro first. Can he pull off the swipe on top of SNG Ball?
Come on. He's going to just be revived. Yes, that's using resources, but come on. I know you don't want to give away your position, but... Actually, no. Shinigami Bulk, Chopper is kind of moving in from the left-hand side. And yes, Sadhal sees him. And that's the thing. I felt like really that RG, they should have been more aggressive. They had nothing left to lose, Maxman.
Very unfortunate, they will be losing their last member there.
Alex.
Also getting surrounded. Look at that flank coming out from Nomad Warriors. Trying to get the upper hand. Nice. One member down, Imperium. Second one will be following through just a few seconds after. So Hale, last member remaining, does come in hot with UMP. There will just not be enough to go up against Nomad Warriors. Sorry, Alex still going to be coming in hot. Nice, gets one of the kill points still. And Nomad Warriors, that's going to be the match. It's over. That ended like so fast, Imperium.
SRY.
God damn.
Two games,
wins in a row.
2 wins, both 4 and 3, 7, 7, 3, 10, 10. 11 kills that game, Maxman. They got 8 in the last game. They got 11 this game. Absolutely fantastic result for them.
Well, Imperium, you wanted Nomad Warriors to show up to the party in the second game, and I think they did. They did really good. Second position for themselves. And that means double back-to-back chicken dinner going to be going over to Team Sorry. They've been absolutely insane in this second week.
And also, Shinigami Black finishing second and third first 2 games. That's very impressive start of this first day of the weekend coming out from them.
They did really good on the first weekend. Personally, I was a big fan of their playstyle. Like this weekend so far, like
step up.
Today, they're just stepping it up to the next level and they're just dominating and I'm loving it.
That, of course, because like I said, I love that kind of, not underdog story, but yeah, a team kind of rises from the ashes to pull in these clutch performances. And also, like we talked about, it's that level of consistency, Maxan. You get those consistent seconds, you get those consistent thirds, you get those couple of kills. Yes, it's not being on the tippity top of the mountain, but getting those consistent results is going to see your team climb higher and higher in the overall positions.
Because I think like so far in the standings, we'll have to see in a few minutes during the break. We'll just look at the points for you guys after and we'll check it out after the break. We'll look at that right now. A few replays. Janny once again doing an insane move for the side of Team AR. And then Ocean there just driving like me. Like once again, it's just absolute A-quality driving. They're just a few fights all over the board there. That was United Earth. That was their good fight against Quad Core.
Yeah, but we did both agree that kind of it was more the undoing of Quad so much as United Earth. But look at 5. Look at Pacific, should I say. They really kind of helped each other. And then we saw that Uzi splatter at the end to take out Quad for good.
That was Team God. They're going to get taken down all one by one. Ares was in a really bad situation. That was a really good engage, though, from Team AR. They could have fought earlier. Like, as I mentioned earlier, when it was 2v4, they could have fought. They didn't. But they still got the upper hand and got that trade for themselves. So 4 extra points going their way. That was a nice little peek out with that SMG for Eren on the side of Shinigami Bulk. So once again, just absolutely insane plays today, Imperium on their side. And just a few peeks at the end game.
See, Zhao Tian, in my opinion, should have got up, flanked around, and sprayed the hell out of those 2 members of Shinigami Black. He might have lost his life, but I guarantee you he would have gotten at least 1 kill for his team, and that would have been an extra point on his side, and every point counts in this stage of the competition.
Also, like, it is a third-person shooter, it's TPP, so they had the information over the car, they could see him.
Exactly.
So
yeah, but
he should have taken the advantage of having someone down to play aggressive.
Exactly, and the fact that the focus was reviving that member of Shinigami Black. Yes, Chopper was ducked down in the distance, but like I said, when you do it in a matter of like a split second, you give that element of surprise on the enemy team. Chopper might not have reacted in time. You might have seen that at least one kill going down to Shinigami Black and that other knockdown. And he did have the protection of the car that he could have flanked around, in the end. So, like I said, not the worst result for RG, definitely better, but like I said, you got to take control. Don't be afraid. We've seen RG do that already. They had nothing left to lose in this situation, so don't be afraid, no fear, just fight.
That would have been just perfect if you had a Molotov, actually. Like, that would have been just the perfect item to have at that point.
Yeah.
Just, like, chuck it under the car. That would have been absolutely perfect to see. But anyways.
I don't think he had any grenades, so of any
I said
sort.
if he did, we didn't. Unfortunately, I think he would have used it if he did. But anyways, that was game number 2 on Vikendi. Going over to Team Sorry once again, just dominating. Game number 1, Sanhok and Vikendi. They are all about small maps.
They are. I definitely think Vikendi was a little bit more passive to begin with than Sanhok.
Exploded
if he did miss it. But yes, like I said, we were waiting ages for a team fight, and 3 or 4 happened at once, and it was like waiting for a bus.
We had like 4 teams, and then it went to like chicken dinner in just a matter of seconds. I was like casting, I was like what the hell's going on?
Yeah,
I was
now you
like,
see me, now you
too
don't.
fast for me.
Too fast
Only
for
Eminem
you.
could cast that.
Well, maybe you should become a rap god then, yeah?
Cast god.
Cast god?
Oh man, Eminem casting would be lit though. I'll ask him. He's a good friend of mine.
You heard it here first, ladies and gentlemen. But yeah, so looking into these next couple of games before, obviously, we go to a short break and you can grab your popcorn and you can get your drink, go to the toilet, whatever you need to do. We've got 2 more games and they're both in Erangel. Yes, indeed. Like I said, say it before, say it again. Never fails to deliver on excitement, on clutch plays, on his positioning. We saw from Rose last week, they would flank around the area of Erangel and make it their own, make it their home. It was their yard, so to speak. And we've seen it so much in other games of Erangel.
Like, it's just all the teams know Erangel.
Yeah,
OG
exactly.
map. So, you know your favorite location. We see most of the time, like, you have teams like Team Rose, No Mercy, always dropping in Pachinki.
Yeah.
A lot of teams always going to be going towards that military base. I would love to have a military finish, like a military zone. We haven't had one so far on Erangel.
No.
So, I would like to see one ending like that. Unfortunately, most of the endings were towards coastline on, like, the east or the west. I'd like to end it, like, a little bit more closer to that military base. We'll have to wait and see. Once again, if you guys want to stay updated with all the extra information about the PUBG Mobile Club Open Spring Split, it is clubopen.pubgmobile.com, where you can go check it out. Hey, I said it right this time.
All right, guys. Good job. Good job.
Let's
Getting
go.
better. You are slowly becoming the caster god.
Hey, Bale.
Hey, Bale.
Hey, Bale.
Oh, yeah, Hey, Bale.
I can say it now.
He spent all week practicing this, guys. I heard it. He was in his room all the time just going, Hey, Bale. Hey, Bale. Hey, Bale. Hey, Bale. I heard it. It's just...
Who's Bale?
Who's Bale?
Hey, Bale.
Hey, Bale. Hey, Bale. And also, let's not forget that Vivo are the official sponsors of the PUBG Mobile Club Open. They are the official smartphone of the PUBG Mobile Club Open. And we haven't actually mentioned it that much. These teams are fighting out for a $2.5 million prize pool. I don't know if these people know it, but I'm sure they do, but I love saying it.
I feel
$2.5 million prize pool.
I don't think I'll be able to say $2.5 million like prize pool this time soon. Like, that is the biggest today. This is the biggest cash prize in mobile esport history. This is just such a big tournament. It's just absolutely insane.
And you know what? It's only, realistically, it's only just beginning, Maxon.
Even though you're at the tippity top of the mountain, at the end of the day, you're only halfway up. Guys, we'll be back in game number 3 for some more Erangel action. See you in a bit.
That was the fucking set.
Up your game. Vivo V15 series. Vivo.
Play PUBG Mobile for free.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, I'm Imperium, this is Maxman, and we welcome you to the PUBG Mobile Club Open Spring Split, brought to you by Vivo, the official sponsors and the official smartphone of the PUBG Mobile Club Open.
We had an insane opening of this second weekend, ladies and gentlemen. Sorry, dominating, taking those chicken nuggets home twice in a row. And now we're about to drop on top of Erangel twice in a row. Sorry, will they do 3 games in a row? That'll be a huge moment for them.
Yeah, and talking about sorry, we have seen some huge shifts in the overall positionings of these teams after 2 games of today's overall 4 games. Sorry. Of course, we have seen the fact that Group A and Group C already had 8 games from last week. So Group B and Group D, there was always going to be that level of position changes from their results ahead of, let's say, teams of Group A and Group C. But we've got to talk about, sorry, you talked about it. You said 2 games, 2 wins. They moved from 10th overall to 6th, Maxman, jumping RG Star and Nova. That means in the first 2 games, they've jumped 10 positions.
That's just a huge, huge opportunities for their side. Like they can just take over the entire brackets so far if they just keep on with this pace of even if they don't get like first place because they got 2 chicken dinners for themselves, then they got like extra 60 points.
It's a momentum.
It's in just 2 games.
Momentum.
62 games. That's huge.
It's such a good. It's such a good result for them, such a high level of momentum. And then also I want to talk about Nomad Warriors. Of course, I've said that they had a lot of potential. I might have ragged on them a little bit too much, but maybe they were listening and maybe they took my negativity as a way of proving me wrong. And they did it. They finished 2nd overall in the second game, Maxon, and they moved up from 16th to 10th overall. They had dropped down, but now they've gone back up.
They're in a safe position for semifinals.
Yeah, they are. They're easily covered from that point of view. And then, Shinigami Balk, what the hell has gone on with them? They got another 3rd position, Max Fan. 2nd in the first game.
2nd in first and 3rd on this game. Like they're
fantastic.
just extremely consistent. Way more consistency than what they had last weekend. So just great news from them. They got to keep on going with that pace though.
Of course.
Because we saw some teams that are ready to take the opportunities if they can, except United Earth.
Yeah.
I'm being a little bit mean, guys.
Feels bad, man. Yeah. And just to finish off by saying that they moved from 20th to 17th overall, Max. And so really good for them. But we are on to this Erangel map.
Let's go where everything starts, boys and girls. We are going to be dropping in this 3rd game. Will anyone go towards Pachinki, or will they be just scared off and just run away for the other side of the map?
I reckon RG Star are going to go towards
Pachinki. They're going to go for
it?
RG Star in the last games, they actually didn't drop in Pachinki. They never went in that location overall, Imperium. So maybe they want to give it a try. Maybe they're feeling confident. I don't know, but...
Of course, a lot of teams dropping straight away because that trajectory is very central towards the west and the east in the center area of the map. So a lot of teams looking to, like you said, head towards the George Foreman area, looking to grill the enemies out of their position. And with like Cesari moving down, you do see that headshot. Finally, actually, on a side note, they're actually back. Nice to see them in this game. Of course, they missed the first 2. Obviously, that's their own reasons, but it's nice to see them participating in this 3rd game, Maxon.
And they're dropping hard, Imperium. They're back, and they're just not joking around. They are going straight for that Pachinki location.
Yeah, of course. Hey, look, you start big, start hard. You know, you got to make a name for yourselves. They have a lot to make up for, in fairness, in terms of points and position, Maxman, if they are going to go above that bottom 8.
Yeah, they've got to try and play their best in this 3rd game. Once again, the zone has been popped up. It is around the school location. And see there, the members of Elementrix on this George Pool. Once again, George Pool, easily one of the locations where you can just loot your entire 4-man squad. So one really good spot to go for. And also, it was one of the early locations at which the plane went through. So no one dropped around. And they're just going to take that all for themselves.
Of course. AR looking pretty good around the North George Pool area. You know, hoping that you know, the sound they have in the background does disperse so they can loot up very effectively as Quad taken down.
Yeah.
Another, I think it was Gamers of PUBG, actually.
Yeah, that was Team God. Not in the best of situations there. As Team Quad are going to be taking one extra kill for themselves. Team Headshot, though, still in Pachinki. No one around.
Is it weird that I thought that was Quad taking out a member of Quad? For a split second, I was like, what?
Friendly fire.
Yeah, friendly fire.
Don't put that in solo queue.
Yeah, exactly. But this is Headshot landing in Pachinki all to themselves. Only War also looking nice in that range, in that shooting range. That's not, you know, the most popular area to drop, but it can surprise you with some good loot.
Well, if no one drops there, it's a good spot to go for. No, you're not going to pick any early game fights.
Of course,
So-
and we do see Car Dimmet, Eagle Eye shot data. Great first game, but not the most impressive second game. But they are going to be taken down. Shinigami Balk. Irene is going to be taken out. And that's going to leave Shinigami Balk down to 3 members, if I am correct.
We were talking about Shinigami Balk being so consistent, and now Cardima just made us eat our words.
Hey, look. It's only the start. 3 members can carry you quite far into the game. It's just they're going to have to be a little bit safer, Maxman. As you see United Earth just looting around the Roshawk area. Lucifer also looking pretty good. They have good potential as well, Maxman. We saw them pull in some decent team fights in the first couple of games, but they've just got to make it all come together in the late stages of this game.
Yeah, right now. Also, like, towards that location where the side of United Earth are, there's actually, if you guys don't know at home, if you play PUBG Mobile, there's a tree on the top of the mountain, a little bit lower down the south.
Is it a lemon tree?
No, lemon tree?
I don't know.
It's just a cherry tree, and if you go to it and water it, like you got a water button, you actually get a flare gun.
Do you?
And a tier 2 jacket. So, well, at least that's what I got when I had it a few days ago. So, you actually get a flare gun, so you can call in a drop.
Is that in customs, though? Is it in customs, though?
No, it was in normal game in my ranked game.
Yeah,
I don't know if it was taken
it
away.
might not be in customs. It might not have
It might not be in customs. If it is, though, they should go for it. Like, free flare gun.
Feel free to let it be known in
Hey,
chat.
I said
if that
daily
is the
facts on
case.
Max, man.
Yeah, daily fact on Max.
Ongoing series.
The more you know. As you do see Quad now moving in, we do see that, Shinigami Balk, who have lost 1 member of their team down to 3 members, looking to play a little bit safer, moving on into that vehicle, looking to get into the safe zone. Nova also doing the exact same thing. You know, taking their time. They're well into the safe zone. This safe zone is actually quite central, so a lot of these teams are looking pretty good. But look at Shinigami Black. They're heading right into the path of this RG team, even though they are split up.
RG team, they are just surrounding Shinigami Balk. They did lose 1 member a little bit early on, Imperium, to KD. So, doesn't look good for them. They will be outnumbered 4v3. George Paul, though, still under the domination of Team Elementrix. They got, I think, about all the loot. They did have 5 minutes to do so. And the zone is slowly going to be closing in. And still, like, this is a really good location to be in terms of loot, where Cardima is. But it's extremely open all around. It's only open field. So if ever you have a team that has their eye on that location, you can't peel back.
Yeah, exactly. When you go to exit that area, you do put yourself under a certain level of risk.
But they are in the zone. And if the zone does end up being on that location, then no one can approach you easily.
They don't have to move.
Yeah.
They're not forced. For the time being, of course, time will tell. We are still early on into this game, boys and girls. 5.5, nearly 6 minutes going on. 13 teams, 49 players alive. We see Headshot joining the Erangel map of this game. But we now see Shinigami Black. Like I said, they were heading into the path of RG. AK sees him. He's shooting from a distance, but I don't think he can quite connect. As he's kind of on his own, he gets back into this vehicle. He takes a little bit of damage on the side of Wolf, and he should be able to drive away. But Wolf with that M4 looking to take out a couple of shots, but he's just going to lose a couple of bullets on his side. Now RG is going to retreat and join the rest of his team.
Okay, safe call. That was what I call confidence in Pure.
Yep.
3 members in that compound, and he has no protection. Was only a bike to peel back, and he picks the fight.
Well, yeah, from a intelligent decision, it wasn't. But from a confident decision, yes, like you said, it was very.
And you've got to be confident in a game such as PUBG Mobile. You've got to be confident.
Look, we've seen RG, with all due respect, have had 2 disappointing performances in first 2 games, considered where they were lying overall and how potentially they could lie on
They're not in the
top
top 3.
in the overall
You
standings.
said earlier, RG, they need how much? 22?
It was a 22
They're
points
not
and a
hitting
half
that
per game.
mark.
Exactly, they're not at all. So definitely not the best start of week 2 for those guys. Of course, they still have another 4 games to go.
Yeah, but
it's
in
still
only 2
all to
games,
play for.
2 teams already overtook them. That's Nova and Team Sorry.
Yeah.
They got already overtaken in 2 games,
Exactly.
and they still got 2 games to go. So they're going to have to step it up right now or go home. Well, not go home.
Well,
well,
I don't, Jesus, don't be that harsh, man.
hey, come on.
You know.
Look. Oh.
Okay, now,
Oh,
RG,
aim
now
locker.
moving. Like I said, Shingami Black being called out. Aim locker. No scope, so he's not going to be able to fire that much and hit too much from distance, but he's going to try his best. Push Shinigami Black under a little bit more pressure as they do drive away from RG.
Yeah, just not going to be able to do that. Though, 3 members in 1 car, once again, not the best of decisions. We saw so many teams, even today, a few teams swiped out by going in 1 car, so not something you want to do. And though this also this George Pool location, we have a few members of Team God. We had earlier some members of Elementrix. I guess they left by now. They just scrapped all of the loot around there and took it for themselves.
Now, in fairness, RG are outside the safe zone, so they do have to be careful.
And
they are
they're
taking a little bit of damage. Car Dima in this loot area, I do believe they do see RG near their position. I think it's RG, but they're driving. Yeah, it was RG, and RG are just driving away. Very safe, intelligent choice coming out from them.
And this is the same kind of location. If you can see everything.
Yeah.
You're the all-seeing eye of Sauron. You can just see everything you want. Damn it. I'm a true...
Even Bruce Willis from Sixth Sense, can they see dead people from that location as well?
I didn't watch that.
What?
I didn't watch it.
Spoiler alert. No, I won't actually spoil it, in fairness. Even though the movie's like 1,000,000 years old, you should watch it.
Did I spoil Endgames in chat? No, just kidding.
What? No!
I haven't watched it yet.
As you do see, this loot crate has dropped, has a nice little bit of loot for these guys. We do see that Nova are near it. I don't know if they will go for it. They are in two or three separate cars, but we do see SRY are near them. Quad are also a little bit near them. So these teams are actually coming together a little bit closer, a little bit earlier into the game than we kind of expected. But I think that comes down to the safe zone being so central on the map, Maxman.
Yeah, also Team AR, they're going to be having the zone just behind them. Going to be closing up in 1 minute. Then Nova Rip Noye. I don't know how to...
Now,
Nova.
Let's point out with the fact that gamers of PUBG could run into an issue if they drive over that bridge and head into the path of Quad. Quad don't have to move.
But it
have
don't
to
seem
move.
like they're gonna...
They could be occupying that bridge. I think they're going to be heading to go over that bridge.
I don't think Quad is really in the position where they could defend the bridge. They're a little bit too far. I don't think they have the intention to defend that point.
They don't need to defend the bridge. They just have to spot a team coming across it and make their move according to where they end up. Gamers of PUBG have got to be careful.
See, there's the tree. You water it and you get a flare. Is he going to do it, though? Oh, yeah, I think he's... Yeah, there it is. You see, there it is. Nice. We have that on camera. So, like, guys, if you didn't know, at this location on Erangel, if you do that, you get a flare gun. I think I think all the time it gives a flare gun. I'm not 100%
That's actually pretty
sure.
cool. That's a really fun fact. Really nice for you to point that out, in fairness, Max. And now we do see Elementrix Gaming had a good first game overall with kind of 10 kills on their side, and I think they finished in 5th. They didn't have the best of second games, so I definitely think they want to pick up their consistency for this third game. They're still safe overall positioning-wise, so, you know, by all means, you know, they aren't going to drop down into the bottom 8 for the time being. I can't see that happening anyway. And then Quad obviously occupying that very nice small compound.
Can't go
well
stairs,
into the safe
Batman.
zone. Yeah.
Trying to drive, I don't know what he's really doing there. Just probably trying to hide the car, I guess, so no one can use it.
Trying to hide the car.
So no one can explode it. So.
Well, not that, but nobody actually sees them coming. As only War going to the path of AR fine from distance. They respond accurately, efficiently, but nothing really comes out of it. Nice reaction coming out from AR.
That was extremely scary. Though Team AR, they're doing what you should be doing. They have 3 cars under
I
their
think they're going to go into 2. They're going to leave that car behind. As Nomad Warriors got a fantastic position in that second game, finishing, I believe it was 2nd overall. So really what they needed to pick up their spirits, to pick up their confidence, to show that they have the passion, they have the aggression to get these high overall finishing positions. As we do see, only War nearly did get caught out by AR, but they're now driving away well into the safe zone.
Vroom, vroom, mother trucker.
Vroom, vroom, mother.
Hey, PG
trucker.
stream.
Yeah, PG stream. Now we are going to see this blue zone now crawling. Is about halfway through. We're 12 minutes into this game. AR now following it up. They're around that bridge compound. I don't think anybody's coming across. Of course, like I said, the safe zone is very central, Maxon. So these teams are coming a little bit closer together than we expected because they're moving in or they're just kind of cutting across each other. No team fights, but there's that potential. And of course, time will tell because Erangel, like I said, never fails to deliver.
Okay. I was going to say bigger map, so action later on in the game, which is also another point. So far, the zone going to be really central right here. A lot of zones already in the zone, so no need to move. But though you're going to see a few members, United Earth, Elementrix, Only War, they have to rotate.
Did you notice what gamers of PUBG did?
Nah.
They played it safe. They actually went across military base and took the bridge on the west. Yeah, they took the bridge on the west. And now they're driving in. Yes, they've taken a bit of damage, but I actually think that's a really safe decision for them. They've got to heal up effectively. Of course, they will lose a lot of resources for that. So they want to get into a safe area, try to build that level of medication back up, and then they can look to reposition in an effective area.
Yeah, but they're still out of the zone, and that positioning, there's a lot of people still in zone, so they're going to get gatekeeped out pretty efficiently.
Yeah, they just got to be really careful. They've got to use their intelligence. I would recommend the second they find another car to split up into those two vehicles. Nice to see Quad looting that crate, picking up that equipment, and now RG and No Man Worries coming together in a squad v squad battle, Maxman.
Damn, RG, they're holding this building for themselves. We're going to have a slow peek around from
the outside.
No Man Warriors, can he pull off the trigger? I'm not too sure. They're trying to hold it as well as... Oh, man,
see,
actually
RG are under pressure because No Man Warriors could come from both sides, so they've really got to have that 360 perspective. They can't be too risky. Ooh. Grenade flying out. Fantastic play by Aimlocker to take out, knock out Aimlocker.
Perfect cooked grenade right there. Though Nomad, they're looking to pull the trigger and try and flank all around. It seems like they're just not ready to do so. Another cooked grenade going to be coming on through. They do have that car, but even if they do use the car, no one can come out. There's one team that's going to go down today, Imperium, as if they lead, they're just going to get sprayed out by the remaining team.
On the side note, we do see in the corner, SRY are going up against Elementrix. That's going to be a squad wipe coming out, and SRY
Elementrix
up the piece. Yes, they got squad wipe, but now SRY got to be careful. They're taking damage for gamers of PUBG, Maxman. Now, they should be able to survive that. They've got nice health. They didn't take too much damage from that skirmish against Elementrix, but once again,
they're hearing the car.
Yeah, they're going to hear the car. They're going to hear the car.
They're trying to bait it out. That was actually a pretty smart move coming out from Nomad. They were trying to take the car so that they would actually rush out of that building and actually try and spray them out. You know what? Smart decision making, but there's still 4 members. Though, now, no, that was not a bait actually. They're actually going for it, but now he's going to go out. Going to spray. What are you doing, RG? Pull the trigger.
No, yeah, I know. That's definitely risky from Pubg. And actually, you do see No Man Warriors Norik actually taking out, knocking down one member of RG from a vehicle. And yes, it's not going to result in a kill, but what that does is that uses up the resources from RG. So it puts them potentially under more pressure later on in the game as they are going straight into another skirmish against AR, Maxman.
Leave a fight and join another. They're going to be against Team AR. Let's go. 2 members, going to be 3 members down on the side of Nomad Warriors, and they will get taken almost down. They do get very few response damage on top of Team AR. Satsura, you are the last point of your team. Nice flank coming on through.
Johnny kills
again. What a beast.
Fantastic play coming out from them. And Nomad Warriors unfortunately went from one squad battle to another. They survived the first one, but AR were more aggressive than RG, and they took it to Nomad Warriors.
And they had the compound. Yeah. So they just had to defend. They already had some coverage from the start. Whereas you rushing into a car, you're going to take some straight up damage just when you arrive. Not the best situation. Though 2 cars under the domination of Team Sorry. It's going to be moving around. Team United Earth going to regen up. Lucifer that did get peeked down. The fight's all around the board right now. Imperium. A lot of action. The team slowly get into a cluster so far.
No one's easy.
2 members down, and no one's going to save you, my friend. That should be the end of a story. He does have Lucifer. The shield really low, but
they've got very little room to move around. United Earth have been spotted. Nova know where they are. We know how good
Snake.
Nova can be with their sniping, with their mini 14 scope level shots, but they've got to be careful because there could be a couple of teams around them. They do have Team 14 close. I don't know exactly who it is. I forget who it is, but either way, they still got to be careful. Yeah, it is RG. That's who it is. RG are close to Nova, so shooting up the area, looking to take out United Earth could unfortunately put them in a situation where they could be spotted. But now, Maxman, here's a Pubg.
Oh, Loki, you're going to be taken down. No respawns this time. RG still holding this little location since earlier. They're just not going to leave it. It is still in the zone. But once again, if you're going to have to leave that zone, you're going to have a hard time finding cover instantly. Zeus going to regen back up Loki. Should be up in the next few seconds, but that's a really good initiative coming out from Team AR. There's one member down, really low on HP. They're going to try and pick that fight. Topora, though, will be responded right away by Team Zeus. Odin a little bit too quick from his team. They're going to get responded onto the left side by a few other members. AR going on absolutely ham on the side of Team God. Nice, there's another member down. Zero is going to be the last chance on their side, but they will lose him. Unfortunately, God going to be swiped out.
Can I just point out that actually those kills of Gamers of Pubg was actually shared between AR and Headshot. So Headshot know where AR are. And we do see Only War. Can he get the headshot on? Yes, he does. Take out, knocks down Fester. Fester's going to be in trouble, and AR going to have to respond by ducking underneath the cover. This is a 3-man skirmish close in area between Only War, AR, and Headshot.
Damn it, that's going to be a 2v2 skirmish. Show some man and Rain TNT versus Johnny Keels, just spreading through a little bit with that AUG. Not really doing that much damage, just a few down to mid HP. Still 2v2. Cook the grenade, launches it randomly. Might get something done. I don't think it's going to really work out there. Just going to try to... Oh, it did actually connect on Ocean. Damn. That was really surprising.
Okay, that does put Only War under a bit more pressure. Now, they are down to 2 players, Astral Doom and Johnny Kills. Now, I want to quickly point out, in my opinion, right now, Johnny Kills is looking like the player of the tournament for now. Smoke Grenade, I believe, has been popped out. Yeah, so we'll give AR a little bit more room to possibly reposition, but they definitely have not got the safest of positions. Like I said, Headshot as a 4-man squad have a bit of a scope on where Only War and AR are. AR looking to take a small risk by getting to that vehicle and drive away. Now we do see Squad looking to take out United Earth and Nova. Only time will tell to see how each team ends up, as AR managed to be able to get out that position quite successfully.
Yeah, Shinigami Bulk, they're going to be losing one member, Chopper, on his knees. He will be taken down with the AR by Chuck LCC from Team Sorry. They're having a little bit of another skirmish further away.
SRY racking up those kills once again.
Yeah. They're doing absolutely awesome so far, though. Oh, hey, the MVP Hut. Coming back in clutch.
Oh, man. Oh, yeah. Let's not talk about that, as you do see SRY taking out Shinigami Black once again. I think that's a full squad wipe coming out from SRY again onto Shinigami Black. I think that's 2 squad wipes they've had in this game alone, Max. And we are down to 8 teams, 28 players alive, 20 minutes into this game. Kardima, 4-man squad still in this game. You have Headshot, still a 4-man squad. You have SRY, still a 4-man squad. So there's a good few full squads left in this game, and I believe also Nova are a 4-man squad.
I think they are also. They are still remaining pretty light.
Oh, but they're driving right into Kardima.
What are you taking a car? This time team, sorry. What are you doing? A double chicken dinner winner of the 2 first games. They're just going to get swiped out by doing a huge mistake right there. They still have 2 other members in the distance, but why would you do that? Although United Earth are going to get picked up pretty easily. They were holding the hut.
The hut of dreams. The hut of dreams.
Damn it. They're coming in hot in the hut.
Hot in the hut. Oh, I absolutely love that. But now we do see another one occupied by Headshot. Looking to take out Kardima. Kardima under pressure after taking down 2 members of SRY. They're going to have to turn their attentions to that south direction that Headshot occupy.
Team Sorry, though. 2 members still up and running. Nick and Alex, they do get quad call.
Very nice response coming out from Sorry. Not being afraid to stay aggressive. RG in the open, knocking down 2 members of Headshot.
That is so risky, and that's just not paying off for them, Imperium. Joker on his knees. AK going to be 1 other member remaining still on their side. They have 4 members. They're going to be using the smoke.
Oh, but look at Nova. Look at Nova.
Oh, they have the distance. Also, Nova doesn't have that much coverage right now, but they do have a little bit more terrain to work with on the side of RG. They do have multiple trenches.
RG are sandwiched. RG are a little bit sandwiched.
Yeah.
Oh,
also
look
good.
at
Nice done,
fantastic
Aimlocker. He
aim
did go
locker.
behind that terrain and pop out somewhere unexpected, so he did get the upper hand and that surprise factor for themselves. So, Card Dimmer, and sorry, Nick damage from the grenade does do a little bit of work.
It's a
Just in the
4v1
hit marker.
situation with the zone moving in.
Let's go, he's trying to get the upper hand. Nice, yes, the A-game spray. Man, he just keeps spraying for days, baby. They're going to take a lot of damage with just a few HP remaining.
How the hell?
He just saw the hit markers. He saw he had a few damage down. They're not going to continue with that aggression. They're just going to let it go. Grenade coming on through. Not connecting, unfortunately, on Xiaozi. But still, Nova, not in the best of situations, staying for the side of Team RG. But look at that. That is just so smart from Aimlocker. He's just spreading and trying to come out at unexpected locations so he can just get that surprise factor on Nova.
Maxman, RG, Savage, and they are coming out on top between both Nova
really good
and
terrain.
Headshot.
Look at that, just that natural terrain they're working with. They're doing it such a good job. But though, that is not the best decision making I'm seeing you do right now. Aimlocker. Oh, okay. Just moving around a little bit.
It was a risk, but considering how much pressure Nova are under, I think that makes sense. AK now knocking down the member of Nova. Nova, I believe, are squad wiped.
Man, a grenade on top of Headshot would be huge. That would be just a huge play from them to come out, but I don't think they do have any more. They used a lot earlier.
I said Headshot needed to come out and put in the performance against
Why are you going in the road? Don't cross the road.
Just like the streets of Ukraine, do not cross the road on their own.
This is a 3v2 situation. Astralton will he get taken down, trying to run around the roses, trying to get the upper hand on Quad. Batman, he does get around them just in time. Takes one member down, but it will be a 1-for-1 trade out, and that's going to be another team taken away in this end of the game. Imperium. Uzi still late game coming out from RG, able to get a few nice kills up their sleeve.
Okay. Maxon, overview. We've got Headshot, we've got RG, we've got SRY, and we've got Quad. Right now, RG, who were looking under so much pressure, seem to be the team that have all the momentum, all 4 members of their team left in the final skirmish. 8 players alive. Who is going to come out on top? Of course, that final member of SRY, the team that have won the first 2 games of this, of today's games. Maxman,
don't take the car.
I definitely think they're going to be under pressure. If he can heal up, which I don't think he actually has any resources to heal up, he's just going to try and stay in the position that he's in. Aimlocker now throwing out those smoke grenades, hoping to give himself a bit more positioning. Oh, RG, they don't quite have the as a loot crate just drops in the middle of that map. Who's going to go for it?
No one, but it does give cover though. So if you snake your way to it, you do have a little. Oh, because right in the middle of the road.
It's too far away. It's too far away, Maxman. Like, you got to give credit to SRY. They have a high position. Quad are looking to the northwest side, so they're going to have to be a little bit careful now.
No, there's no one there.
There's no one there.
He's just in case, playing it safe.
You're shooting into the clouds.
So, sorry, man. If they can pick it up,
okay,
with just one member remaining, that would be huge. Though Quad, like just chucking grenades over to Team Arch. Oh, I thought we put him down for a second. He just crouched at the same time. Still, yeah, 4 members remaining in this zone. A lot of teams with only 1 member remaining. That's going to be the case for Team Sorry and Team HS for Team Headshot.
Yeah, Headshot currently have 5 kills on the board. They're down to 1 member. They put in, and you got to think this is their first game of today's games.
Yeah,
and they've come in all guns blazing, Maxman.
After, I think they did do a mistake around that that hurt a little bit early on. I think that they should have left that location earlier.
Yeah, I agree. But either way, they're still in this game. They're in the final 4 teams, Maxman. All they need to do is just not move a muscle. RG, 8 kills, Maxman. This is the RG we saw last week.
You're not doing what I'm thinking, RG. We saw so many teams die by using a car
right now. No, not RG. Not RG. Going into the loot crate. They're finding cover. They're getting into a higher position. Okay. Yes, it's a risk, but they're a 4-man squad. They can afford to.
Damn, they're splitting themselves.
Oh, look at Squad from behind. Look at Quad. Look at Quad.
That's nice. Grenades coming on through. Does get a little bit of spray. Pacific going extremely low. Is that M4? And it does get taken down by himself. Quad going to be swooped off the surface of the Earth. Imperium. 3 teams remaining. It's going to be a 1v1v4. RG seeming in a really good situation. They might be able to take the game, but we've seen some huge upsets, especially against Team Move Out. There was still 4 teams remaining on day 1.
No, I hate to say, you look at the momentum of RG. Yes, they were a little bit passive.
No. Man, actually, Kamu's working out this late part of the game. They're RG able to respond with some heavy fire, but he will be scouted out by Joker. And now will be Team RG coming out on top, securing the 3rd game for themselves today.
But Headshot finished second.
5 kills too.
And then we had SRY finish third, and of course Quad finishing fourth to round up the top 4 of this game 3. Like I said, Maxman, RG, they were disappointing in the first 2 games of today. Not the best results. They had dropped 2 positions with both Nova and SRY going ahead of them. Game 3, they had to show what they could do. And they've come back on top. They're at the tippity top of the mountain, as you like to say. Fantastic. 12 kills. That's going to be 42 points. 42 points for that one game. That redeems the performance. That redeems the performance that they had in those first 2 games. And you got to say, SRY, they won the first 2 games, but they stayed consistent. Still a 3rd place. And Headshot, they came out of nowhere. 5 kills, 2nd place. Great performance from them.
Yeah, GG well played over to their side team. Headshot, once again, their first game today, and they're showing up to the party, doing a good job. Even though I think they did do a mistake towards that hut location, as I mentioned. It's fine, but right now we're going to have a few highlights for you, beautiful people at home. One of the very early fights right there. Again, 1 member down. And just what was happening earlier on, not much.
Shinigami Black.
That was a weird fight, though.
Yeah, look at Nomad. We see, this is where we thought, okay, is this going to be the same coming out from RG? They were passive, but they played it safe and they played for late game and they made up for it.
That was Team also Elementrix. They were holding that compound, but they got
look
swiped
at
out by
SRY.
Team Sorry. They just surrounded them and just overwhelmed them with just sheer power. That was really nice plays.
And I do feel a little bit sorry for Nomad Warriors because they took the decision to take the safe route against RG, and they went straight into another team fight. And not that there's nothing they could do, but yeah, it's just that is the unfortunate look that you can get in PUBG Mobile.
Look at that. That was also Ocean Man getting the nice upper hand on a few members. Team Sorry, though, Alex, he was just spraying, just staying up. He was confident on that positioning.
Exactly. Like even AK, and then, so it was RG, SRY. They just both look so confident with their shooting. That's the thing. In a normal situation, as we see that the match had ended, in a normal situation, the tactic that RG took, getting into the vehicle, splitting up into 2, moving out, in a normal situation or any other team, I would have definitely turned around and gone.
There was only 2 members remaining. So
I know, but I still would have turned around and gone, that's a risky situation, mate, because all it takes is a couple of headshots in the vehicle. All it takes is that kind of that clutch play from any one of the other teams. But you saw how confident RG looked. They were in the middle of 2 other teams, Nova and Headshot, and they took out both of them. That shows that they had what it took. They took control. They moved where they wanted to. They didn't give it down where anybody else is, and they took out the final 2 teams. So
because RG has been known to be one of the most aggressive teams in the
but they hadn't shown it today. They had not shown it.
But they showed it last week, because last week they did get 1 chicken dinner for themselves in only 4 games. They did have only 4 games up their sleeve last week, so still, that's 2 wins for them.
But they've been consistent last week. Whereas this week, the first 2 games, they weren't consistent. Whereas this 3rd game, coming into this last game, they need to follow it up, Maxon. Of course, we will be able to find out how the overall standings are coming into this final game. So I look forward to kind of giving that bit of information, kind of telling that bit of a story going into this final game of today. Of course, we still have 2 more days of action coming up. Still, 8 games in total. So yeah, a lot more to play for.
Yeah, a lot of action coming our way. Once again, this was game number 3 that just happened a few seconds ago, going over to Team RD Star. Game number 4 still going to be on Erangel. More Erangel action. I wouldn't say no to that. Always happy to have some Erangel action.
And, if people are just tuning in, what happened in the first 2 games?
Oh, damn. Okay. Ooh. Okay. Game number 1 that was on Sanhok, it did go over to Team Sorry, and repeat. Did go over to Team Sorry in game number 2 on top of Vikendi. So Team Sorry, they are with 3 victories up their sleeve. Doing a really good job so far. Shinigami Bulk, once again, extremely consistent. This game, they were really split. They did mistake. They took cars when there were 14 enemies around them. just not that nice overall. Definitely if you want to try and drop together, like they didn't drop together, they dropped and then they just split.
They just scattered around. It wasn't the
just mistakes.
Yeah, just mistakes. Hey, look, it can happen.
Happy little accidents.
Happy little accidents, in the words of Bob Ross. But they still pulled out fantastic success stories because they moved up, I believe, a total of 10 positions overall from the first 2 games and putting them comfortably in the top 24 going into semifinals next week, Maxon. So yeah, you know, that's what has happened in kind of the first 3 games. I know there's still a lot more upsets to happen. There's going to be a lot of positional changes as we will be able to let people know who are in the kind of bottom 8 coming into tomorrow's games and of course Sunday's games. We've talked about how like Group C and Group D have kind of come out on top in terms of aggression, but I think there's a few teams in Group B that are really they're stepping their game.
Yeah, there are definitely a lot of aggressive plays coming on through. I really want to see like how these groups are going to be like playing against each other. Like once again, like Saturday, Sunday, even more action. And talking about action, if you guys want to stay updated with everything that's related to the PUBG Mobile Club Open Spring Split, just go on clubopen.pubgmobile.com and you'll have all the information, all the standings, and you can even see if your favorite team is doing great so far. Anyways, thank you for watching. We'll see you in just a few minutes for last game on Erangel. We cut off. It's fine.
I know.
Your game, Vivo V15 series. Vivo.
Play PUBG Mobile for free.
Hello and welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, for the PUBG Mobile Club Open Spring Split. We had a little issue there. It's all good.
We are now available globally.
We are now available. We are available.
Us, yeah, we are available globally.
But welcome back to the PUBG Mobile Club Open Spring Split, and we're ready to wrap things up today with some more Erangel action. Imperium, let's go.
Yeah, of course, we had a spicy first Erangel map. Of course, it was game 3 of the day. Of this week 2, and we of course saw RG Star Team come out on top, make a fantastic game, getting a lot of kills, really proving to come out on top. And if you want to check out all the standings, if you want to see the VODs, if you want to keep an eye on how your favorite team is doing, head on over to clubopen.pubgmobile.com. The link is right there. You can just tune in. And of course, if you want to get notifications on when PUBG Mobile Club Open goes live, if you're watching on Facebook, if you're watching on Twitch, if you're watching on YouTube, smash that like, smash that follow, smash that subscribe so you can get notified when we go live.
Hulk smash. We are ready now to go in game number 4 of the day. Erangel once again didn't fail to surprise us on this first game on Erangel, and are ready to go in it once again. So far, so good for Team Sorry and Team RG.
Yeah,
who's going to take the upper hand for you?
We've seen some positional changes, especially coming out from RG. Like I said, they actually moved down a couple of spots after first 2 games with Sorry and Nova stepping their game up. But they've made the plays and they've gone from 6th back up to 4th. So actually, no, my apologies. It was actually 7th to 4th. My humble apologies. And SRY, even though they only finished 3rd in that game, due to their consistency and finishing the first in the first 2 games, they've gone up from 6th to 5th. So they've overtaken Nova.
Are you talking about overall standings
or
BND?
No,
overall. So this is overall,
standings,
which is even more impactful.
Yeah, oh, it is. It's even more impactful. And then and I love talking about Headshot. Did not compete in the first 2 games of the day, Max, man. They came into this 3rd game, they finished 2nd, and they moved up from about 28th to 20th. So they've gone above the cutoff zone for the semi-final.
Yeah, so far, well, so good, but still not a reason to not join up in the games. They would imagine how good they could have, how good their position could have been if they played the 2 first games on Sanhok and Vikendi.
Yeah.
Fortunately, they did not show up at that time, but still, we are now jumping for the last game and ready to wrap it up for day number 1 of this 2nd weekend of the PUBG Mobile Club Open Spring Split. Once again, brought to you through the power of Vivo, the official sponsor and smartphone, for some crispy PUBG Mobile gameplay.
Yeah, of course. Now, this plane trajectory going straight from north to south in essentially the center area of the map. It does make the likes of North George Pool a little bit harder to access. RG have dropped straight away, looking to end up around either Severny/shooting range area. They might move down to North George Pool area from there. But what I do think is we're going to see 3 or 4 teams drop around military base /Pachinki. Headshot once again occupying that Pachinki area. It is their place to be going into this Erangel map, and if they can follow up with another high position, they will move even higher in the standings, Maxman.
Yeah, last game, the plane didn't really connect that much with military base, so now it seems like we have only one. No, okay, so only War actually dropped at the last second. I don't know if that means that they're AFK because they dropped in a really weird location and they drop automatically.
No, I think they did on purpose. I really feel like they did on purpose because we've already seen RG going into Only War. Only War in that vehicle, moving out. A little bit of damage was taken, and RG just moving in and kind of showing that level of aggression within the first 2 minutes, Maxman.
And also United Earth, they are in the same location on Roscoff. They're just not going to move from that. It's their dropping ground. They like it. They enjoy it, so it feels good for them. Also, they do have that tree if they want to go and water it to get a flare gun for themselves. Yeah, the lemon tree. And it's weird. It doesn't look like a tree.
It doesn't look like a tree.
It's like a small bush.
It doesn't look like a tree. It's a tree.
It's a small bush.
Not even going to respond to that comment.
Okay, we'll have a conversation after this in Pure.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. Anyway, don't worry. We do love each other. What? Shinigami Black and Quad were close to each other, Maxman. That's one thing we did saw. Now, Kardima, good couple of first games, but that last game was definitely disappointing for them. Nomad Warriors had a great last game. Sorry, not last game, but great second game.
Yeah.
But the first game and the third game wasn't the most impressive coming out from them. Only wore
3 members only.
3 members only. You know, I suppose in some way that's one less kill to an enemy team. If you're going to look
you're
at
really
it.
pushing it, right?
Well, hey, look, you know, glass half full. That's the kind of guy I am now. Gamers of PUBG occupying that nice, I believe, military base area all on their own Nova, should I say, and then just looking to loot up quite effectively.
Elementrix, once again, they are on the same location. They did go for George Pool. Once again, just can easily loot up an entire 4-man squad. So once again, like, if it ain't broken, sorry, don't fix it. And they just go for it again. Of course. Feels good.
Now RG, like I said, they were aggressive right from the start, looking to take shots onto Oni War. You know, it's not like they've had their position compromised because it's early game. So the only thing I could say is that was potentially a waste of a couple of bullets. But because it's early days in the game, you're going to build up that ammo quicker than you can say. You know? Yeah.
I watch way too much Dr. Disrespect, so I'm sorry.
Well, chill your boots there. We do see Headshot once again. The team that missed the first 2 games of today's games came into game 3, finished second overall. They occupy Pachinki.
I think
they're safe. So Maxman, looking pretty spicy.
Yeah, so as I thought, Ran TNT off team Only War is AFK. They already they came in the game with only 3 members, and now they have 1 AFK, so they only have 2 members now.
Well, technically that 3rd member is still alive.
You're really pushing.
I know, right? I know. Hey. Look, it's not over till Fat Lady sings, Maxon, okay? He's not out of the game until he's dead. I don't know if he can reconnect into the game. I don't know what the status is. Time will tell. But either way, he is not out of the game just yet. Now, we do see RG, 2 members of the team have got a vehicle. Let's see if they can join the rest of the team. I think that's a second vehicle. I don't know if that's actually an active vehicle they can take out outside the compound, but it would be nice if they can split themselves up into 2 separate vehicles, Maxon.
So far, we had a few teams scouting each other. No fight or any kills going over whatsoever, as we are now 5 minutes into the game, and the zone is now closing in Imperium. We have a zone towards the northwest section of the map.
Around George Pool kind of thing.
Yeah, it also limits over to the side of Pachinki. So once again, a team like a Headshot, they're in a good situation. They can try and gatekeep that location if needed, because we have a lot of teams actually don't drop towards Pachinki, but then they make their way towards Pachinki, because even if a team looted it out, there's always going to be some loot. There's always something remaining.
There is, but how you tell when you're going into Pachinki area, from my experience, Maxon, don't know if you have had the same, is that when you are going into Pachinki area late game, how you can tell how heavily it's occupied really quickly. Actually, no, cut me off, because we've seen active situation between gamers of PUBG and Cardimit. 2 vehicles, 2 teams, action concluding. Let's see what happens.
They get to the safety of that compound, though. God, they're just going to run away. The 2 other members are just not ready to actually clip out of the map because they're just so far away.
Oh, Eagle shot knocked down.
Trying to rush through the open. Not the kind of move you want to do, but though Kingslayer, more like the king of snakes, trying to sneak his way through. Let's play it sneaky peeky like.
Kingslayer, call him King Nothing. If you are a fan of Metallica, you might know that reference, but either way, UMP,
he's grenade
being thrown out.
Grenata can get the kill. I'm not too sure. You didn't cook it, though. Okay, explodes. Doesn't take him down, unfortunately, but he could have cooked it up a little bit.
Now, this is good position coming out from Gamers of PUBG. Getting the high ground in that second floor. Eagle shot taken out. Goodbye. You are taking an early bath. You can just watch the rest of your team survive in this game for as long as possible. I do hope.
Kingslayer. Why do you stay Snake, Kingslayer? Oh,
okay, wait, no. He's ducking behind the vehicle.
Easy shot.
Don't get in it!
Don't get in the car! What are you doing now? They have the information from remaining members of KD. But I just don't think they're going to have a good of a time.
Wait. We do see 1 member of Cardima from the background with that AKM, but going into that vehicle. What? That's very risky. Can they get away? I think they will survive. They will lose another member. I believe in Cardima will be down to 2 players. So not the worst start for them, but definitely mistakes are made.
Like we had a fun moment montage, we had a highlight montage. We have so many fails with cars. We could have a car fail montage. It's just absolutely insane.
Yeah, we're going to see this replay.
Insane play.
No, this headshot though coming out from
yeah, that was a nice one.
Aitazaz was
Nice replay.
absolutely clutch. Now, Nomad Warrior, 2 vehicles, full squad. This isn't over because they are joining the foe, driving away from gamers.
Wait for me, guys. What up?
Vroom, vroom, vroom.
Vroom, vroom. Let's go. Now
Wait, look at them.
Around.
Wait, it seems Destruction Derby, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh
Wait,
my God.
they're going back in. What are you doing, AR?
Well, they did look at that gun blazing on top of God. Can they get them one member down? It's the 1v4
No way.
Imperium. He's responding. He's got the AKM, heavy fire on top of this this car.
Okay, by them constantly moving around, literally that Zeus cannot be revived.
Finishing blow coming in.
Okay, now look at them. Look at what they're doing. They're flanking around. 3 members going in. Odin is now from behind. 1 to Johnny kills. Fester now onto Ares. This is a back and forth between these 2 teams. AR have the higher position. Odin knocked out. Zeus is down. Ares is down. Odin is down. Down to Thor. 1 final member with any kind of health on the side of gamers of PUBG, Max Man.
I don't think Thor can really do much right there. So he's in the zone, out of the zone, sorry. So, okay, he's going to use the car. He just knows he can't save his team right there. So I think he could have potentially saved his team.
No. But in my opinion, best choice that gamers of PUBG
but like Team AI is just leaving, and the zone. This is level 1 zone, so it doesn't do that much damage. It would have been a risky move.
They're not leaving. They're not leaving, Max Man.
Oh, they're just playing the gatekeepers.
Yeah, they're playing games. They're messing with them. Okay. Now we do see that Death Shadow on the side of Cardema is under a little bit of pressure. United Earth, they need to pull in a good performance. See, the play zone is taking out gamers at PUBG. SRY in that compound, they're actually down to 3 players. Yeah, 1 member got taken out.
Yeah, goodbye, Nick. Nick unfortunately was put to sleep a little bit early on, though RG.
Oh wait, RG? Is that Elementrix? Yeah, Elementrix from a distance. Yeah, Playzone has taken out that member, that AFK member of Only War. Now you can say he's out.
Now he's out, taken off the picture indeed. No respawns allowed this time, though. Cardima going to have a Death Shadow. He's going to be holding his ground towards that rock, though. Thor, Team AR's around the corner. Be careful, my friend. Because he is the last
think
member.
he knows.
He's out of zone, though. He's going to try and reach him back up with these med kits. Will be fine.
Okay, so he's got a level 3 helmet, and he's only got a level 1
It's a level 2,
armor.
I believe. Wait.
It's a level 3 helmet.
I can't see. Wait, from the back. It looks like a tier 2. It looks like a tier 2 almost.
You can see it's level 3 helmet. Don't fight me on this.
Oh, it is. Oh, sorry, I didn't look.
Yeah,
it's like the color scheme. Is that skin on this helmet? Actually, looks
here.
nice.
Do you want to borrow my glasses, Maxwell?
Imperium.
Yeah.
Shut up.
Now we do see Headshot look good in the 3rd game they're coming up against. Quad, should I say. So it's a 3v2 for now. But I don't know where the rest of Quad are. I don't know if they got taken out. My apologies if I have forgotten that information. But we will see Nova occupying the area nice and safe now in this side.
Look at Thor. Look at Thor. Look at Thor.
Okay.
He has a 3rd person view. You see 2 members going down in this car. He's going to shank them down. No, he's just going to play passive. He's just not... Okay, he's not going to pick the fight.
AR.
I think there would have been a few easy shots, actually, in the car. He could have been able to take them down quite easily, I think, but he's just going to play passive, which, I understand, it did pay off in game number 2.
But there's a vehicle he can take, Max,
that's
man.
fine.
That's going to put him into safe zone. And he knows what direction. He knows what direction the AR have gone in, so he can go in the opposite direction. So great play coming out from that final member of Quad. Really great play, really intelligent. Now we do see that full squad of Quad.
Yes,
the squad of Quad going up against Headshot in this Pachinki area, Max, man.
Oh.
Grenade.
Cooked grenade, but can he hit the window from here? I'm not too sure.
He's not, but
I can't see.
Okay, on the one hand, yes, that's good because that's alerting Headshot that there could be enemy around him, but not necessarily knowing where he is. But on the other hand, that's alerting Headshot to an enemy being around so they can actually reposition in a safe area.
They shot fires on top of Headshot with the VSS, able to take 1 down.
Okay.
Don't have really a lot of information on that so far, though we do have the AUG in this beautiful, beautiful crate. Wow, I'm absolutely loving it. Back to Pachinki, that's what we're looking for, boys and girls.
Okay.
Headshot, they did have 1 member on his knees. Got a little bit of damage coming up from Quad.
Oh, Quad flanking around. Now, on the one hand, like, as I said, like, you know, Quad are flanking around a little bit nicely, occupying nice and peripheral areas of the map. But then again, on the other hand, the benefit on the side of Headshot is they're all 4 essentially somewhat together. So if they need to be revived, if they need to pass around medkits, they can do that successfully. So Quad have got to be careful on how they flank around as a full-man squad. As a zone, the safe zone has been shrunk in, and it seems like it might end up in a bridge/Rosshawk area, Maxman.
Yeah, it seems like that might be the case, though. We're going to go back over to this Pachinki location. That's still the war of Headshot versus Team Quad Core.
Another member of Headshot got knocked out by Quad, so I
Look
like
at Quad,
that from...
they're just spreading over. Really smart move, though. Oh, back
wait.
to... Not a good situation. Does have the protection of that wall. Pacific has easy shot. He's going to try and go back in time. He just runs out of range. Nicely done.
No.
Oh, still Azrock almost getting a few bullets down, but not really connecting. He does put down the Molotov. Not really useful right there, but still going to use it just in case.
If I was Headshot, what are you achieving by staying in that area?
Not much.
Nothing. The only thing they're doing is wasting medkits, wasting resources. They need to get the hell out of there. They need to turn around and go in the opposite direction. They don't necessarily know where every member of Quad is, but they definitely know they have some form of an angle that they can just go and get away from Quad.
Still, they have two members on the side of Only War. They're going to try and go back away from the edge of the zone. Nova also holding compounds. Everyone holding compounds right now. Like, that's what you kind of really expect. You can see in the compound in the distance there.
Nova are going into where United Earth
look
are.
at the Headshot and Quad Core. The zone is going to be closing up on them extremely soon.
Wait. Baxman, look at RG. They're right in the center of the safe zone where teams are going to be crossing to potentially go over that bridge. I'm going to be interested to see what teams they come across. RG won the last game. They're looking good overall in the standings. They will want to maintain that momentum.
They've got to try and maintain that as long as possible. Imperium, they were going to have Team Quad Core. They did leave the Pachinki area. Just in case you had a team Headshot, they would keep in their ground for themselves. Though, once again, Only War, they're in these cars just most of the time.
We haven't actually talked much about Elementrix, Max. They've had a quiet day of games. Oh, the shade throwing.
It's just
that so bad. It's okay.
Wow,
it's okay, guys. I still love you, Elementrix.
Wow.
Don't mind Max, man. Haters gonna hate. I believe in you guys.
Elementrix is one of my favorite teams. What are you on about? They're like the best team in terms of your repositioning.
Quote unquote, they haven't done much. But we do see Elementrix now doing something, taking shots, taking out Shinigami Black, Balk, one member at a time, and even doing a little bit of damage onto Only War, Maxman.
Still pissed off, Imperium. You said I don't like Elementrix. I love them. They're freaking great team.
I didn't say you didn't like them. I just said you were throwing shade.
I'm mad, Imperium. You make me angry. Okay. No, team, once again, Only War. They're going to
wait. Shinigami Black?
Yeah, they're going to be able to scout them out. A few shots fired behind that rock. He will be fine for the time being, though. Sohail is alone. Team not there.
Close.
They're pretty low, though. Be careful.
They are.
They're going to be fine.
But look at them. They're actually going far away, so that's actually clever coming out from Only War, but they will want to stop at some point before the safe zone because they're heading right into the path of RG, Maxman. It doesn't look like it's going to end well.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like it's going to go well for them. Though, I'm looking at United Earth. They've been having the low
look at Quad. Look at Quad and Headshot. Quad and Headshot are coming together. I believe it is... Yeah, Headshot are actually turning around and putting a bit of pressure onto Quad. They both actually moved in the same area together, but now Only War.
Yeah, Ocean Man will be taken down, unfortunately. It's like as if a Headshot and Quad Core, they said, okay, we'll put this fight on pause in Pachinki and move it over to another place.
Maxman, look at United Earth. They haven't moved. I guarantee you, Nova have no idea that United Earth are there, but they're spread out. However, Nova are moving in as a four-man team. Morello, Wild, is waiting, prone into that position as 5 knocks down Bandit. He follows up with a kill onto Bandit. This is Nova down to 3 members, and they are on red alert.
That's what I'm seeing right there. That's what I call some spray Imperium. They're going to be trying to cook up this grenade on top of high five.
Is it going to go? Is it going to connect?
So, nah, not in the compound.
Yes, it does.
The second grenade, though, chucked over. Nicely done.
It was the grenade blast followed by a shot of the gun, but it counted as a grenade.
It's turned into a 2v3, though, as Nova still have 3 members up and going. They do have one that drops down.
It's a 3v2.
Yeah.
Oh, all around. RG and SRY come together.
Oh, no. Team RG start. I'm sorry, the 2 winners of these 3 first games, and they've just been swiped out. See you later, team. Sorry. RG going to be taking that crown for themselves.
RG showing their dominance in this Erangel map, Maxman.
Damn. Nova, though, they still have 1 member down.
Wait, Headshot. Look at Headshot. Quad were putting them under pressure in the Pachinki area. They moved to the river area, I believe, and we've seen it being turned around, I believe, in the favor of Headshot. If we can get a position in the camera view of where they are. Yes, we have 2 team fights going around. Nova against United Earth and Headshot against Quad.
Look at that. Shots fired on all sides. A little bit of a two-team battle. Wow, that was a nice grenade. Going to be chucked over by Team Headshot. A little bit of extra damage. Look at that
Grenade
damage.
after grenade, Maxman.
RG also, they're picking a fight against Nomad Warriors, and Nomad Warriors going to be swooped out right there, and we didn't even see it, unfortunately.
I know.
8
I
teams
don't know where
remaining.
that happened.
The action is pumping high right now in Purim.
Like, 80 minutes in, Maxman, we're actually down to 8 teams and 25 players. This is turning into a really aggressive game for these teams because Quad and Headshot, they're slowly taking each other out one by one. If Fatman can hide around, but look at Guatan proning near that window if he can find the right position. He does take down as Rock, and now Nova and United Earth once again going at each other. Nova down to 3 members. United Earth also down to 3 members, both occupying those buildings. But with the roof on the side of Nova, they are a little bit compromised.
Also, like Nova, one of the better teams in this tournament versus United Earth that didn't really have the occasion to show up in these first 3 games. Going up against each other, that would be a huge win if United Earth are able. Like, in terms of pure confidence too, wow, we took down Nova. That would be great.
In fairness, I've got to give them credit where credit is due. They're not moving away. They're going up against Nova and kind of going, yeah, look, you know, they're doing better than us.
If they leave, they're leaving over their cover, and that's not great.
Well, they could go into the river. They actually could possibly separate. They might lose 1 or 2 of their players, but I reckon as a team they could actually move into the river area and survive. But now we see RG squad wiping SRY
and Nomad Warriors right after.
Like no tomorrow. Like that.
Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Yeah, they're on the move right now. The zone is going to be closing in 20 seconds, so they've got to try and get to some kind of protection or compound as soon as possible. Though, shots fired once again between United Earth and Nova. Just nothing gonna. Oh, nice shots coming out from Jen on top with that mini 14.
Headshot and AR coming together. 2 vehicles. All the shots firing. AR and Headshot. They're separated though. The 2 teams are separated, so they gotta be careful. AR, I think, have gotten into a position of protectiveness, but they are still in the vehicles. You still have Elementrix around the area. This zone is closing in second by second, Maxman, and we're gonna soon come down.
Yeah, there's a little flashbang there, going to be chucked over to the feet of United Earth. Still, like, the zone is on top of them, so this war is just not about to end, though. Elementrix, they're making their way through. Same for the side of Team AR. They're on the tippity top of this mountain. They might have a good angle on the side of Team Elementrix if they do give over that cover in those compounds. No, another one. They're going to get sandwiched up, Team Elementrix. You're not in a really good situation here. You've got to be very cautious. They have 3 houses under their control. Again, AR Festa, shots fired on top of Nova. Nova also going to get sandwiched up very soon.
Yeah.
Elementrix and Nova not in a good situation.
They're returning favor.
Yep, they're returning this fire straight back where it came from. RG also going to try and get into this fight. They did get to the cover. That's what they were looking for. They did it, so now they're just safe for the next few minutes. They're fine.
On a side note, Quad got the better of Headshot, just to let you all know. Quad did get the better of Headshot, and I think there's 2 members of Quad left. So I'd like to see how they do end up.
It's Fatman.
Is it Fatman? Is that the only one? Okay, no problem, no problem. Now, Aim Locker has knocked down Nova. 1 member of Nova has been knocked down, so Nova facing a little bit of heat from 2 areas of the map. Now, Quad Fatman ducking down, trying to apply the 5Ds of PUBG Mobile. Dodge, duck, dip, dive, and dodge, Maxman.
Yeah, and he's trying to sneak his way up on top of those members of Team AR. Though 1v4 might be a little bit complicated, but when you have the surprise factor, you can pull off anything.
That's the final member of Shinigami Balk. Yeah. I thought they were actually squad wiped. They did get under a lot of pressure early on, but fair play. He's managed to survive. He's in that building. He's dancing, celebrating, when no
one shows up to your birthday party. Feels bad, man.
Is that bringing back too many bad memories?
Let's not talk about that, please.
Okay, no problem. Let's continue on because Astra Dune taking damage, having to duck down. AR have the high ground, but they don't have a lot of protection around the Max, man.
I do not know where Quad Core is. Was that a drop of a car right there?
think so.
I think
I'm
that
trying to
was
see.
a card drop right there. Okay, that was a card drop that was coming out from
see,
there.
here's the thing. AR under pressure. They actually didn't move around quick enough. They've got to make a move now or never. They've got to go in hot. If I were them, I'd move into the left. They can duck around that red building, move around, try and get onto Elementrix because they know where they are and they can hide behind. But no, they're staying where they are. The zone is going to be moving in the next 7 seconds, and they're already trying to take shots onto Nova.
This is going to be really complicated for Team AR. They have to give up this cover very, very soon as the zone will be knocking on through. Oh, he gets an angle. Good job, GN. What a beast. On top of Lucifer, that's going to be United Earth having one member down. This might be the opportunity for Nova to actually go in. It's still 3 members strong. This will be a 3v2, and they are now pulling the trigger in Imperium. Ready to rush on through on top of Lucifer.
They've got to be careful, though.
Yeah, they're going to try and get into the compound. They do get the safety of this wall. They're going to try and rush in now. They are all 3 members just there, just about to rush in. FBI, open up! Come on.
No, he thinks he's seen a member of UE, but it's actually his own teammate.
Yeah. Okay, though, Nova, they are in the lower section of this house and trying to make their way up. They're just shooting in case it's just spraying.
But they've got to be aware because there's shots being fired from other areas of the map into that compound. Because you see RG around there, you see AR around there, and also you see, I forget what teammate is again. Oh yeah, Elementrix.
Yeah, Elementrix are holding their ground pretty well. They were able to reposition though. RG Star, not a bad scenario.
Maxman, I honestly, I don't think we could see a more exciting end to this last game of the evening.
No, this is super hype. We still have 6 teams in this last location.
Okay, yeah, we're going to see this replay.
For you guys at home. Though, look at that, Sean that did get taken down almost by Xiaotin. Xiaotin taking a lot of damage right back in his face. That was a very short highlight.
Oh, what a headshot, though.
Yeah, that was a sexy one, though. Really nice move, though. Nova, and once again, going to be clashing against the members of United Earth. They're trying to creep their way up the stairs as soon as they possibly can, but they're just trying to hold their ground as long as possible. Okay. Hey, so Hell, what up, dude? We're hearing a voice comm. I don't know who it is, but okay.
Yeah, now look at this. RG trying to grenade into where Elementrix are. Elementrix are definitely under pressure. They're still down to, I believe it's 3 or 4 members they have left. I think it's all 4 as a squad, but they're a little bit separated. Nova are in bottom area. You here in the top area. It's 3v3. Who's going to take the chance? AR shooting from it. This is knocking down ZZ. A little bit, putting them under pressure. Nova don't know what to do, because if they try and jump in onto UE, from a distance, they could be taken out by AR. They kind of have actually put themselves into a bad position, I feel.
Yeah, they're definitely not a good situation. Enemies ahead, that's setting game. We're hitting the voice com. I don't know who the voice com is coming from, unfortunately, but they seem really happy of what's going on. Though, so Hell from the side of Team Shinigami Bork, once again, one of the better teams in this in these 3 first games. And so far in this 4th game, they still up and running. Though Team AR, they're going to try and rush their way through a little bit. They are in this compound holding their face. That location against Team RG, though. They're going to have a Molotov coming on through on aim lock. Going to do a little bit of damage, but he is regenning up. So he'll be fine, though.
Oh, look at Lucifer.
Yeah,
throwing a grenade out there. I don't know if it's a smoke grenade or...
Grenade.
It's a normal grenade, as we do see.
Yeah, still not picking a fight whatsoever. The grenade coming out from Elementrix on Team AR. Just put someone down. Going to try and respond with a little bit of damage.
Maxman, the zone is getting smaller and smaller. We're down to 17 players on 6 teams.
Look, RG on the move. Wizard smokes. They're going to try and rush in. Once again, Elementrix, another grenade.
Yes, Elementrix.
AR getting swooped out pretty easily. Another grenade coming out from Elementrix. Elementrix, the grenade granata team. RG, though, they're holding this small house for themselves. Okay. Nova, and they're going to be under fire of Nova, Elementrix, and United Earth, respectively. So definitely RG, not in the best of scenarios, but they've been under pressure a lot of times. They've been able to handle it really well.
Technically, the good thing for all the other teams with AR being taken out of the mix is that technically there is a bit more room to breathe for these teams. But of course, they're not going to see that. They're not going to be thinking that because they know they are under pressure step by step, movement by movement, second by second. These teams are coming closer and closer together, Maxman.
3v3v, 4v3v1. Okay, hey, what first try? Let's go. Yeah, Shinigami Bork, they do have the information. I don't think they're going to have the main focus of taking out. So Hell up in Shinigami Bork. Shots fired still on top of that wall just in case.
You know what? Credit where it is. Oh, look at him. AK knows. He's waiting. Prime position. He's going to throw a grenade through the window. No, he's left it too late, Maxman.
Feels bad, man. Does he have the information? No, he didn't even
No,
see
he
him.
didn't even see.
He didn't even see him.
Okay,
That's so
nice
unlucky. But the zone,
positional
though,
change.
yeah,
Nice
that's
take-
a rip.
yeah.
He should have tried. Even if he was going to die, he gets no kill. He gives no kills. He doesn't give an extra point.
Puts his team in the top 5, Maxman.
Yeah, like I say, worth it. When you lose your allies so early on, worth it.
Of
Fifth
course.
position out of 13 teams. Feels good, man.
Yeah.
Though still, they haven't finished this fight. This is a Cold War that's been happening for the past, like, what, 8 minutes?
Yep. 3v3v...
3v4. It's 3 teams of 3 and 1 team of 4. And the team of 4 is going to be RG.
We can do maths, boys and girls, don't worry.
Damn. Quick
Yeah,
math.
so, okay. So let's have a look around. Right now, in my opinion, RG looking the strongest. You could say Elementrix are in a close second. And the reason why I put Nova and UE far behind is because they're both in the same building. Elementrix and RG both know where they are. You see the grenades being thrown by RG.
They're trying to make
and
their
the
way.
fact that RG is a full squad.
It's a smoke road coming out from Team RG. They're looking for the
Oh,
rush.
they know. They know. Both UE and Nova both know. Now, the good thing for UE and Nova is that they're actually not trying to take each other out. They're actually trying to take out RG. Do RG even know that there's 2 squads
Coming
in
on
there?
through.
That they're
They're
actually
gonna
going
try
4 against 6?
Yeah, they're going to try and rush in. Look at that. RG just throwing a few grenades, trying to get it on top of the members of Team United Earth. They are now in this house.
AK
3
going
members in this house. Shots fired. Nova losing members 1 by 1. Same going to be going over to the side of Team RG. RG, they're going to try and get those finishing blows as soon as possible. Good job so far for them.
RG.
Oh, damn, RG not looking that good, but they do swipe it out. Now 3 teams remaining. Nova's taken off the surface of the Earth. Elementrix also looking to rush in this compound. United Earth, all the game is revolving around their location since minute 1 of this game.
Yes, and we do see that Nova have been squad wide, so we're down to 3 teams maximum. RG, United Earth, and Elementrix. Yeah, exactly. It's kind of like, well, one team goes down, another team replaces them. United Earth, you got to give them credit. They were under a lot of pressure. Yes, it was actually Nova's fault that they didn't. Like, the reason why UE have survived for so long is kind of down to Nova not really having the balls to go upstairs and really shut them down, whereas they just occupied that bottom floor as if, yeah, okay, we're on our own. Now, we do see RG. Are they going to grab the ball and are they going to run? Or are they just going to stay there?
Oh, no.
The zone is moving in. We're down to 10 players. This is 29.5 minutes into this game. Who is going to come out on top of this last game of the evening, Maxman?
United Earth and RG Star, they're just in really, like, when I say bad situation, this is like the worst situation.
They're like a tin of sardines, Maxman.
God damn it, they're just in the worst situation ever. Grenade's going to be coming on through. They're going to try and get the shots fired.
Oh,
Gonna be rushing
Joker
out
knocked
from
out.
Team RG Star. They're going to have the shots fired behind and in front of them between Elementrix and United Earth. Now going to try and get the upper hand right there. Does get taken down just in time. Elementrix, 2 team remaining. See you
Five
later.
going in. 3v1.
Alligator.
What do you do? 5. You've been knocked out, my friend. This is all down to Elementrix, and the game is over.
Ended, and the #1 chicken dinner will be going over to Team Elementrix. That was one insane end game. Elementrix #1 spot, second going over to United Earth, and RG Star in that 3rd position. United Earth just not showing up to the party at all in these 3 first games. Even though I gotta say it, like, they did get the 2nd position, the zone was highly involved in their higher ranking in this game.
Yeah, but like I said, and to kind of break it down a little bit more in terms of what we saw, hopefully we'll see it in the highlight. United Earth had a nice compound that they didn't really move away from, but they were actually taking a lot of heat from a couple of areas of couple of directions of the map. So they had RG, kind of, and Nova, both trying to take them from a distance as well as Elementrix. Nova made a great move moving into that building. Really great move. But they didn't pull the trigger and go upstairs. They should have. If they had have done that, I'm 95% sure they would have squad wiped United Earth and Nova would have finished a lot higher. The reason why United Earth finished as high as they did was because of Nova's undoing.
Yeah, look at that. Also, one of the few early fights in this highlight, ladies and gentlemen. Team AR, though, they came in and just swooped the kills for themselves. Feels good, man, on the side of Team God. They did have the Thor that was left alive. I don't know what really happened to him during the rest of the game. I don't know when he was taken out.
Oh, also.
He had a hard time. Oh, look at that. That was a huge play coming out from Team RG. Once again, my lonely birthday.
They finished 5th overall, Maxman.
Yeah.
So that was a well-deserved dance.
Yeah, I'd say deserve it. Needs the time to relax. That was the start of the fight of Nova and a United Earth that's at the end lasted like so long. It lasted like, what, 10, 15 minutes?
It did. No, I don't think it was as high as that, but we did see RG's Yao team once and then, time and time again, just getting those absolutely fantastic shots on.
Nice
on
spray.
two. See, it was just one shot after another, and this was RG going in onto Nova, wiped them out member by member. They did take a couple of knockdowns, and then they got squad wiped by United Earth, and it came down to them and EX Elementrix. They had the position. All they had to do, maximum, was let the other teams fight amongst themselves, and they picked up the pieces.
Yeah, look at that. He rushed on through. Yeah, there was one member down in that building, unfortunately, for the side of United Earth. But that was the issue in that game, is like the last zone when only 3 members were remaining, Elementrix, United Earth, and Team RG Star. Is that you had, on the 2 stories of the building, you had United Earth on the higher part of the building, and then at the lower part, it was RG Star. The team, whatever team it was, the team that had to rush out of that building first would have been under fire from the front, from Elementrix, and from the back, it was all going to be the remaining members of United Earth or RG Star. So RG Star, they felt like they had to rush in first. They did. They got shot from behind and the front. They did get a few members down on the side of Elementrix, but at the end of the day, it was just not enough. But still, RG Star, they won last game, and now they're in 3rd position. Feels good, man.
Absolutely fantastic. And just want to also point out that Elementrix are from Nepal. So Nepal team coming out on top in the last game of the evening. And also United Earth, Max, man, because I'm just kind of going through the overall standings, kind of based on what I initially saw. United Earth had okay results, but they were lying in 29th.
Yeah.
Okay. I think they had moved up a couple of spaces. I'm pretty sure that there's a huge chance, of course we still have 2 more days of action ahead, that they could have gone above that drop zone. Don't forget, guys, we go down after this weekend's games from 32 teams to 24, so the bottom 8 teams are going to be out of this PUBG Mobile Club Open Spring Split.
The stakes are high right now. All the teams got to give their absolute best to try and secure their spot in the semi-finals between one of the 24 teams.
One thing I am curious about, because RG, coming into this last game, were lying, I believe it was 4th overall. They'd moved up after game 3. Yeah, they moved up to 4th overall. I'm curious if they have moved up ahead of any of the top 3 teams going into the last 2 days of games, because we talked about how the fact that all they needed was an average of 22 points per game to jump into the 1st place spot overall. They had 2 disappointing matches, but they came back, rushed it in on that 3rd game, and in this last game they finished 3rd overall.
If they can work on that consistency throughout all of their games, they could be easily one of the top 3, top 5.
Exactly.
They got to work on that. But
of course. And as I said, like going into the semi-finals, we're going to see these teams whittle down even more into the last 16 going into the final. We do see the standings after.
After all these games. Yeah, I think it's after this game too. RG Star team going to be in that number 1 position with 211 points.
Yes.
And that means that all of these teams have the same number of matches under their belt. So this is an actual proper even standing so far, which we didn't have so far. Now this is even. And RG Star team are dominating with over about 20 points, actually exactly 20 points ahead of Team Onyx.
And even SRY, after a disappointing result in that last game, they still occupy that 4th place position. Now, I do want to talk about these final bottom places, because we do see that the cutoff point is 25th. It's still occupied by LZQ. You still have Only War in the bottom. You still have the likes of Hype and KG Swap. But, like I said, United Earth and Headshot only played 2 games today, Max, and they've jumped up into 21st place. For now, they're safe. But there's still 4 games for themselves to play. Hopefully they show up for all of them if they can, as well as the fact that we still got Group A and Group C to play another 4 games.
Yeah, Group A and Group C are going to be playing a little bit more. But right now you can see like most of the teams also at the end of the standings are the teams that didn't really show up.
Yeah.
So you're just getting rid of all of that, and then we're just going to have pure and raw action happening next weekend, which is going to be awesome. Can't wait to jump into that. Right now we're going to be seeing the standings here, 8 games for all of the teams. As I said, pretty even standing overall. Look at those kill points. RD starting 64 kill points. Rose 70 kill points. 2 of the most aggressive team. I can't wait to see them clash against each other.
Yeah, and the fact that RG Star team had, as I said, 2 bad first games. Yeah. I reckon if they had slightly better, that would be ahead of
Even
Rose.
Even with 2 bad games.
Yeah, it was 2 bad games. Yeah. like
they made up for it.
In my opinion, they still need to become a bit more consistent, but definitely not a bad place to be after 8 games coming into the semi-final. As you see, we do see the
16.
Yeah, Elementrix doing very well to finish in 9th overall going into the next 2 days of games. AR, Nomad Warriors, who had one good game, but they are a team that really need to work on their consistency, Max. And they, otherwise they potentially have a chance of slipping.
Look at that, United. 65 positioning points. They've really climbed back up that ladder, able to claw their way through. And overall, it's like pretty nice to see that there's like the diversity in the first few teams. I will have to check it out because like before the games actually happened today, the 5 first teams were all from different countries.
Yeah,
it would be interesting to see like where they come from overall.
Yeah, of course. I'll be taking in that research. I'll be soaking all that information in. Of course, you can check it out yourself at clubopen.pubgmobile.com.
Hey,
I got it right. I did hesitate.
I saw.
So you can check it out yourself, but of course I'll be doing my best to extract all that information to get all the percentages and all that jazz to pass on to you guys over the next couple of days. It's really exciting, and like we said, this is really only the start. It's only week 2. We still got semi-finals, we still got finals, we still got regional finals, we still got an autumn split, and then you got the live
8
finals.
games tomorrow and Saturday, tomorrow and Sunday. Still got more.
And the end of that game was just like, Erangel, just marry me, Erangel. It's just like, you never cease to excite me. It's just absolutely fantastic. These teams pulling out so many stops. The clutch plays, really intelligent play from the likes of Elementrix. Dodgy decisions coming out from Nova, but you make your bed and you lie in it, and that's what they tried to do. And yeah, of course, 2 more days of action still ahead, Maxon.
Yeah, we're going to have a total of 8 more games tomorrow and Sunday. Can't wait to just jump right into it. Anyways, thank you so much for watching at home the PUBG Mobile Spring Split. And brought to you once again by the power of Vivo, the official sponsor and smartphone of this tournament. You have something to say?
Of course, there's still a lot more regions going on in other streams and other platforms. We still have EU, we still have
Middle
NA,
East,
we still have
NA.
Middle East, Asia, and there's still India as well. So don't forget to check those guys out. Our amazing co-casters in the other regions will be bringing you all the action. So don't forget to check that out.
Yeah, also you just go check out YouTube, go check out Twitch, go check out Facebook, go follow the official social media of PUBG Mobile so you can be also notified when we do go live. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. This was day number 1 of this second week of the PUBG Mobile Spring Split brought to you through the power of Vivo. Thank you for watching and see you all next time.
Up your game. Vivo V15 series. Vivo.
PUBG Mobile for free.
Zombie, Darkest Night, the newest mode in the zombie universe, is here. This time, the rules are different. No more parachuting, as players will be placed at random locations on the map when the match begins, and there is no single winner. Players must work with their teammates to spend one long night in the match and stay alive until the sun comes up. Waves and waves of zombies will spawn during each of the 3 foggy periods at night, and supplies should only be scavenged when the fog fades. The main objective is not to defeat other players, though this doesn't mean they are harmless. Players may need to work with other teams when necessary, but should also watch their backs in case the Fragile Alliance goes south. This will be a unique experience for every player involved. This new mode also comes with a passive skill for every player. Understanding these skills will be the key to staying alive in this long night. Can you ride out the night?